Let's go Falcons! Hey yo, batter up, let the bout begin. Solano Falcons, bout to show you how you win. Cause this is our year, man forget the past. We taking over right now with our pitching staff. Yo, it's game time, so let the games begin. Solano on the field and we gain in a win. Hey yo, it's game time, don't you hear the people chant? Cause this is our house, make way for the champ, it's game time.
Good afternoon and welcome to Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium in sunshiny Fairfield, California, home of your Solano Falcons. I am Stephen Babb for Solano College Sports Network along with my broadcast partner Soad Bolazzi. Today your Falcons will be hosting the Yuba 49ers. Soad, looking over the stats and the lineups for today's game, what would you say your keys to the game are today?
Yeah, like you said, looking over the game, I noticed that the 49ers are 9-25. They're 0-6 in league. They're on a 10-game losing streak, and collectively they're hitting 240. So what Solano needs to do is just clean it up when it comes to defense and not let anything get past them and make the routine plays. And pitching, I feel like today's going to be a big pitcher's duel kind of game, and if Solano can get on top of that, they definitely have a chance to win.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think some timely hitting and some key defensive plays and try to keep it clean out there while Solano's on defense, I think would be a good key to winning the game today.
And now for the starting lineup of your Solano
And I also have the
Falcons.
lineup for the Yuba 49ers. Leading off, playing left field, we have Mike Schoenberger. Playing center field, hitting second, we have Gage Sorensen. Catching today, hitting third, we have Andrew Schnitzes. Playing right field, hitting cleanup, we have Aiden Gums. Number 15, we have Joe Ramos. In the 6th position, we have Darren Thompson DHing today. Hitting 7th, we have Carrington Gaspar playing third base. Hitting 8th, we have Winston Gaddis playing shortstop today. And hitting 9th, we have Daniel Hale playing second base. And on the mound today, number 7, Hayden Horn. And here is the lineup for the Solano Falcons.
Aaron Corral, second base, Capistrano Valley Christian.
Cody Gregory, left field, El Camino High School. Jared Denning, catcher, American Canyon High School.
Nathan Gutierrez, first base, the American Canyon High School.
Kyle Krebs, right field, Carson High School.
Bryce Purpleinski, third base, Liberty High School.
Horace Art, DH, American Canyon High School.
Isaiah Barrett, center field, Armio High School.
Roberto Diaz, shortstop, Jesse Bethel High School.
Teddy Natter, pitcher, Damani Ranch High School.
Beautiful 76 degrees here in Fairfield, California. Great day for some Solano baseball. First up for the 49ers is number 17, Mike Schoenberger, playing left field.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what Teddy Natter has up his sleeve today.
Ooh, in close to Schoenberger there, ball one.
You got to show him early that it's your plate.
Absolutely. He is lined up a little bit deep into the batter's box there, over the plate. Nice belt-high strike from Natter.
Yeah, Schoenberger's crowding the plate definitely, and it's good for Natter to attack that inside corner and kind of push him off the plate.
Yeah, I agree. It's 1-1 pitch. Just missed, just a little high, just a bit above that last pitch location for ball number 2.
Yeah, like you said, it is a beautiful day for baseball. It's a little hot for my liking, but it's beautiful nonetheless.
I welcome the sunshine. These past couple weeks have been miserable. 76 degrees, I think, is perfect. A little breeze.
We definitely have the benefit because we're underneath the tent, too.
3-1 pitch. Ooh, right down Broadway for strike number 2. Full count to Schoenberger.
Yeah, it's early in the game, so if anything, if he walks him, it won't be the end of the world. Because it's the first game, the first inning, so you're trying to be comfortable on the mound.
Fouled back by Schoenberger. Count stays 3-2. Yeah, I think it's important for Natter to get off to a good start though. Don't want to walk your first batter.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially when you coming from a full count. Ooh, hit deep to left. Gregory going back. Oh, and so the warning track drops. Schoenberger is in with a stand-up double to lead off the game for the 49ers.
Yeah, that ball was hit right off the bat and quickly made contact. And Gregory's playing left field right now. He got to it quickly, but there's nothing much he can do except get to the ball and throw it into Diaz to prevent him from advancing to third base.
Yeah, Schoenberger really put the barrel on that one. It would be kind of hard to catch up to out there in left. Up next is a 24, Gage Sorensen, playing center field for the 49ers. Oh. Gage squaring around to bunt. Pulls back. Pitch called for a strike.
Yeah, I can definitely see why he's bunting right now. It's like we've already said, it's early in the game, but no outs, runner in scoring position. So why not move him over and have the big 3-4 guys, bring him in?
Yeah, I like the strategy.
Small ball wins games sometimes.
Absolutely. Especially when you're a team coming in that's, had a few rough patches like the 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
They are 0-6 in conference play. So, you want to try to manufacture your own magic and take advantage of what you can and take advantage of this leadoff double.
And that was one of my notes for Solano is, if they are bunting, just get the easy out, the sure out, and don't do anything too fancy with it.
Oh, perfectly laid bunt right back to Nader. He juggles it and puts him out at first. It's a good defensive play there by Nader. Could have went sideways very quickly.
Yeah.
Does advance the runner to third.
Yeah, good job for Gutierrez to stretch out there, and good thing he's left-handed too, because if he was right-handed, he probably would have pulled his foot off the bag and maybe would have been safe there. But Gutierrez, a veteran at first base, knows what he's doing.
Up now is the catcher for the 49ers, Andrew Schnitzes. 49ers looking to take advantage of that leadoff double. The outside corner for strike one. Looks like Andrew's hitting 343 for the 49ers. 10 RBIs, looking to get number 11 here. And that one is hit down the right field line. Krebs gives chase, but it's too far to make a play. Strike two.
Yeah, one out right now, runner on third. I wouldn't be surprised if I see another bunt attempt. We see Purpleinski playing even on the bag.
Yeah, it looks like Andrew's hitting for a pretty good average, so I'm not sure if they would make him bunt. Maybe they'll try to let him swing freely here, especially with a 2-strike count. Nader looks in for the sign. And fouled off left field side. Looks like Nader's got some pretty good command of his pitches going so far this afternoon.
Yeah, so far so good. Definitely comfortable on the mound.
Another foul straight back from Andrew. Count remains 0-2. Defense playing pretty straight up. Another one down the right field side and foul. Almost exactly the same spot as his first shot down that way.
Yeah, like you said, it was almost identical. I definitely think he's trying to go opposite field right now.
It's what it looks like. Verrett there in center's moved kind of towards the right center gap. I think Solano's thinking the same thing. Look, sorry.
Looks like a little pickle.
Schoenberger is caught in between third and home. And finally, Roberto Diaz is able to put the tag on him for the out. It was a great rundown pickle play there by Solano. And it was a good thing that Purpleinski was playing in on the grass to be able to charge that ball and make the play at home.
Yeah, and then you heard the third base coach telling the runner on second to at least advance to third. But like you said, good defense from Purpleinski and Denning at catching to prevent that from happening. And Diaz coming from shortstop and getting the out.
Yeah. Up now for the 49ers is number 13, Aiden Gums, playing right field for Yuba. It's a great play by Solano there to prevent the run from scoring. Little low, little outside, ball 1.
Yeah, like I said, just don't get too overwhelmed with the situation and don't think about what could happen or what you should do, and just think about what's happening at the moment, because that's how you can get over yourself quickly.
Yeah, Solano doing a great job of staying on top of that. And a little outside again for ball 2.
Yeah, 2 outs, runner on second. Look for Natter to at least aim for a strikeout here.
Yeah, nice lead by Andrew Schnitz out there at second. Downs around a bit. There we go, inside corner for strike 1. Counts 2-1. Two-one pitch. Ooh, check swing for strike 2.
Yeah, he definitely went around on that.
Yeah.
Didn't really need a check on that. I think home plate umpire knew definitely he went around. I mean, it's always good to get a second opinion, but not in this case. So if Chris was here, he'd definitely say it's a deuces wild situation.
And there you have it. First strikeout for Nader to end the inning. Due up in the bottom of the first for your Falcons is Corral, Gregory, and Denning.
Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Gregory, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network. My name is Jared Denning. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Here we go, starting off the bottom of the first inning. Score still 0-0. Number 10, Aaron Corral, playing second base for the Falcons. Getting a look at Hayden Horan on the mound for the 49ers. It's a 3.42 ERA.
Yeah, Aaron Corral on the season, 14-53. He's hitting .264. He has 21 strikeouts. He's second in the team with that, just right behind Isaiah Verrett. So that's definitely his Achilles heel. He's coming back from an injury. He didn't start the season. So hopefully when the league started last week, he's kind of gotten into that rhythm.
1-1 pitch. A little high. 2-1.
Yeah, and another thing is, since you didn't start the season with your team and you're on the bench and just watching, your timing is off. So hopefully, like I said, since league has started, he's kind of got his timing back.
Dribbled it down the first base line, swinging bunt, and put out at first. That'll bring to the plate Cody Gregory.
Up to the plate.
Yeah, Cody Gregory's been the guy that if you're hot, or if he's hot, the team's hot too. When he's on fire, the team just kind of gets that momentum back with him. He's 12 for 51. He's hitting .235 on the season. He only has 8 strikeouts to 9 walks, so pretty even K to strike or K to walk ratio.
First pitch. In the dirt for ball 1.
9 RBIs. You definitely want to get on and just keep the train moving, especially with Denning right behind you. And then Gutierrez hitting cleanup tonight.
Gregory ahead in the count, 2-0. Just a little outside for ball 3. So what do you think? You think he's taking here all the way? You think he's going to swing away?
I think he's going to take. I don't. Every time I say something like that, Salampa says the other thing, so I don't know. And he took it, so I wasn't wrong this time.
And a 4-pitch walk for Cody, making his way down to first.
Well, it makes sense for him to take and not just swing and pop up or, make an out because, like I said, now Denning is stepping up to the plate. And then after that is Gutierrez, then Krebs. It just you just have to keep the lineup moving.
Yeah, get on base for the heart of the lineup. So number 21, Jared Denning catching today for Solano, batting in the 3-hole.
And of course, Denning is, Captain America over here. He's 26 for 73. He's hitting .356 with a .510 on-base percentage. He has 23 walks. So not only is he a hitting machine, but he's an on-base percentage machine too, kind of like a Joey Votto.
You watch that first pitch breaking ball break high for ball 1. Down low for ball 2. Yeah, Denning heading a count like this, I think he'll be able to do something in this at-bat.
Yeah, Denning has a really good eye. You hear it in the dugout a lot, just saying good eye. And you hear it for everyone, but Denning specifically has a really good eye, and that's why he has 23 walks.
Horan checking over on Gregory at first.
And of course, everyone pitches around him because he is like that hitting machine. He's dangerous.
2-0 pitch on the way to Denning. Just missing on the outside corner for ball 3. That is 7 straight balls pitched by Hayden Horan.
I think maybe in this situation, he might have the sign to swing because it's Jared Denning.
Yeah, I would agree. And ball 4.
And I lied again.
So that's 2 straight walks for the 49ers.
For the Falcons.
For the Falcons.
Up to the plate, first baseman.
Now Gutierrez is stepping up to the plate. Sophomore, he's 21 for 76. He's hitting .276 with a .353 on-base percentage. He has 4 home runs, which leads Solano, 9 RBIs, 7 walks to 11 strikeouts. So not a fantastic ratio, but then when you look at the home runs and his batting average is pretty good too, .276. That's really good.
Yeah. So Solano looking to do something here. Got 2 on and no out. 2 on and 1 out. Bottom of the first. Still 0-0 score. As Nate steps in.
Yeah, what usually happens when we see, at least for me, when I see in the majors, is when they walk the number 3 hitter, it gives a lot more opportunities for the 4th hitter to get the pitches that he wants. Because they don't want to walk the bases loaded. You know what I mean? They don't want to walk themselves into another dangerous situation, so you have to attack Gutierrez.
Yeah, and I think Nate will take advantage here if he's given anything good to hit at. That first pitch missing high for ball 1. And checking over at Gregory on second base. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball breaks right into the zone for strike one.
Yeah, that was a good pitch right there.
After 9 straight balls. It's got to be good for Horn to get that breaking ball in for a strike. Counts 1-1.
It only takes one pitch to get you back in the rhythm too.
Swing and fouled off. It's a nice healthy cut there by Nate Gutierrez.
Yeah. Trying to maybe go yard. Go over the 400 marker in center field.
There's a couple RBIs out there to be had. Counts 1-2. The pitch. It's fouled straight back. It's a nice, another nice healthy rip there by Nate.
Yeah, you're down, 1-2. Like you said, there's some RBIs on the base paths that you want to put under your belt. So he's trying anything he can to help out his team and himself.
Yeah, Weston Gaddis out at shortstop for the 49ers, giving signs to Hayden on the mound. Looks like there might be a pickoff play coming. Nate steps out, calls time.
Yeah, and what I noticed with Gaddis playing shortstop so far in the game, he does what Roberto usually does too, which is he kind of dances behind the runner and tries to catch him sleeping. And usually, I mean, it's common to see that, but with the games that I've seen recently this season, you don't really see shortstop move around like that. So Diaz and Gaddis have that in common.
Yeah. Another foul ball by Nate. Gregory making his way back to second base. He was gone on contact on that foul ball. Maybe a hit and run situation here. Got to be careful with only one out though.
Mm-hmm.
So 1-2. Another foul straight back. Just checking on my car.
I don't know if a foul ball has ever hit a car. I'm sure it has.
Here?
I don't know.
Or ever?
Oh, I meant here. Come on, I meant here. Ever.
And again, the 1-2 pitch. And I almost caught that one.
Almost, if the gate wasn't there.
It's a nice battle here between Gutierrez and Horn.
Yeah, and it's still 1-2 the count. So at the end of the day, Horn does have the advantage when it comes to count-wise.
Yeah, Nate's been able to battle off all the strikes that he's thrown so far, so maybe he goes a little bit outside of the zone and try to get that swing and miss. Checking on Cody at second.
Yeah, it's always good to check on the runners because when you're so focused in on the hitter in the batter's box, you forget about them, and then they can end up stealing on you.
Yeah. One advantage Cody has out there, though, is that Horn is the left-handed pitcher, so that move to second's a little bit easier to pick up. As that pitch misses, low and outside for ball 2.
Yeah, but if you're talking about a first base or someone on first base, it's harder to pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, first base or left-handed pitchers definitely have the advantage when it comes to picking someone off at first base. That's why it baffles me that John Lester can't pick people off.
Oh, breaking ball, 4 strike 3. Horn came out on top of that battle.
Yeah, it started good for Gutierrez.
Up to bat.
But
Right
like you said, Horn ended up
20.
being the victor.
Kyle Corral.
Stepping in the bat is number 20, right-hander Kyle Krebs.
Yeah, Kyle Krebs is 23 for 77. He's hitting .299, so he's definitely upped his batting average. On base is .448. He does have 20 strikeouts, so he's third on the team with strikeouts, as he took that first pitch for a strike.
Yeah, the Falcons trying to take advantage of having 2 runners on in those 2 walks here early in the inning.
Just kidding, I lied. I was looking at Diaz's numbers. He actually has 7 strikeouts, so disregard everything I just said.
The 0-1 pitch. Down low in the dirt for ball 1. Not far enough away for Cody to go. and advance to third on that wild pitch. This is a good defensive play there by Andrew Schnitzes for the 49ers.
Yeah, definitely. It looked like Denning maybe wanted to take second base, but he can't go anywhere if Gregory's on second.
Yeah, and Cody made it about halfway before he decided.
Yeah, you never wanted to make the last out at third base. In my opinion, you don't ever want to make an out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't ever want to make an out at third base, so safe than sorry is good.
Breaking ball in the dirt there, and Cody will advance to third, and Jared makes his way down to second in that pass pitch. Brings the count to 2-1. 2 outs here, bottom of the first, still 0-0. Kyle Krebs in the box looking to get Cody Gregory home, and Jared Denning if he could.
Yeah, we're still here in the bottom of the first inning. Like you said, 2 outs here.
The pitch. Ooh. Just misses high. Bring the count to 3-1. I think Hayden on the mound would like that one.
Yeah, and then Krebs is definitely thankful it was towards him, or the call went towards him.
Ooh. And Krebs does what he can to avoid getting hit and take the walk. Bases loaded here for Bryce Purpleinski.
Up to bat, third baseman, number 7.
Yeah, Bryce Purpleinski is 18 for 68. Excuse me, 18 for 66. He has 3 doubles. He has 3 RBIs under his belt, 8 walks, 12 strikeouts. He's hitting .273 in the season.
Yeah, Bryce would like to add to that RBI total here and take advantage of the 3 walks given up by Horan. But at the same time, there's 2 outs, and if the 49ers can escape this inning with no damage, that would be a great confidence booster going farther in the game.
Oh yeah, definitely. Bases loaded, 2 outs. You kind of want to have the confidence where it's like, okay, at least I can get someone out, and then no damage. But then when Solano's looking at it, you kind of want to, you hope at least you wear and tear him.
49ers head coach Ryan Evangelo making his way out to the mound. And giving some signs to his catcher, Andrew Schnitzes. First pitch to Bryce. Little outside. Ball 1.
Solano's dugout, is alive right now.
Yeah, it's a good sign to have bases loaded this early in the game. See what they can do with it. Little high again for ball 2. It's a good eye by Purpleinski. I would have swung on that one.
I mean, it's good to be patient right now because it's only the first inning. So if you're patient and if something if someone gives something to you, why not take it instead of just be too aggressive?
Oh, that one on the outside corner for strike 1, bringing the count to 2-1.
It's kind of like who has the most energy contest right now, Solano or Yuba. Their dugouts are screaming.
It's making for a great game.
Yeah. And I personally love it when the dugouts are vocal like that.
Are active.
Yeah, yeah.
Brings energy to the park.
Everyone needs a Hunter Pence in their dugout.
They absolutely do. Could use a little preacher. My announcing can use a little preacher.
Channel your inner Pence.
Oh, strike 2 call on the outside corner. Purpleinski thought he was looking at ball 4 there.
And umpires don't like it when you do that, where you think you have the ball 4 and you take your first base before the call's even made.
It's another chance for Horn to get out of this inning here. Oh, popped high, fouled on right field side. And into the dugout, first baseman Joe Ramos made the play, caught the ball, falling over his coach's chair there in the dugout. What a play by first baseman Joe Ramos for the 49ers to end the inning. Due up for the 49ers coming up in the top half of the second will be first baseman Joe Ramos, Darren Thompson, and Crichton Gaspar.
Hi, my name is Andy Chase on the Solano College Sports Network here to give you another quick update on our tennis teams. The men's team went 2-3 in conference this year, and the women's team went 3-2 in conference and 5-2 overall. Some standout players this year for the men's team were Chris Hagler and Reese Vince Cruz. Also, the women's team had 2 great doubles teams. One, with Ashley Kintawe and Sierra Shackelford, had only 1 loss this year. And the other team, with Camille Kintawe and Jane Villano, went undefeated. This was Andy Chase getting you caught up in sports. Now back to the game.
So there was some discussion at the end of the bottom half of the first inning about that fly ball from Tyron Salampa, the head coach for the Falcons. And looks like the umpire was able to explain his decision and stuck with it. Here we are, top of the second inning.
Swing and a miss by Joe Ramos, who is now stepping up to the plate. We're 0-0 here in the top of the second inning. No outs. And, you know, naturally, as he takes that for a strike, the guy that makes the coolest play has to hit leadoff in the next inning.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's always like that. And the strike 3 called caught him looking. So 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Good start for Teddy Natter. Now coming up to the plate, we have number 8, Darian Thompson. DH today.
Thompson hitting 263 for the 49ers. The 12 RBIs.
Took the first pitch a little outside. 1-0 the count. The pitch from Natter. Ball foul right on home plate. So evens up the count 1-1. Yeah, it's crazy that you can see the numbers like this, and your paper is like the printed so small, and my paper was so big, and I still messed up.
I do need glasses.
The 1-1 count. Outside, 2-1 the count to Thompson.
Nader's looking sharp here today. Seems to be in a good command of his pitches. That one does miss a little high.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
3-1 the count. So definitely a hitter's count right here. I see Natter, attacking the zone right here, and that ball is smacked foul. Gutierrez chases but gives up as it goes out of play. So full count now to Darian Thompson. Again, no one on. 0-0 the score.
Yeah, the 49ers did well to get out of that first inning without giving up any runs after 3 walks to load the bases.
And Thompson takes the base for a walk. Kind of confused with the home plate umpire's, hand gestures, but definitely a walk.
Yeah, it looked like he was just signaling to try to get some help on that check swing there by Ramos. Excuse me, by Thompson.
Creighton Gasper now steps up to the plate.
Creighton hitting 193 for the 49ers as he fouls that one.
They're very aggressive on the first pitch, swings and fouls that back.
Natter looking to see if he can get a double play ball here on the infield. The middle's playing double play depth while Purpleinski's in on the step or two off the grass.
Natter throws to first to check on Thompson. He's not going anywhere. Like we said in the inning prior, when you're a left-handed pitcher, you have the advantage to see the runner head on, face to face. So I doubt anyone's going to be stealing necessarily. Or if they do, they have to have a great jump. A swing and a miss by Gaspar.
Thompson actually increasing his lead there. Natter might want to keep an eye on that.
0-2 the count to Gaspar. Thompson on first. You're right, he is increasing it like little by little.
Yeah. Looks like he wants to be a runner today. And there he goes.
The throw from Denning, and he's safe. It looked from here he was a sitting duck, but the second base umpire signals that he is indeed safe. Maybe it was a transition.
Yeah, there had to have been something there on the swipe for the tag, because even though Denning came up and bobbled the exchange from glove to hand, he still had him beat by a good 2 steps.
Yeah, so I guess Thompson now safe at second after stealing. 0-2 the count. He dribbles that ball foul. Stays 0-2. Or excuse me, 1-2.
Yeah, from here it definitely looked like Thompson was out at second, but that's a little hard from this vantage point to be on top of the play and see it clearly for sure. But
yeah, we have an umpire, a hitter, pitcher. Here's a replay of it. Did you see anything significant?
I didn't see it because I didn't know we were having a replay. Well, let's take another look at that replay at second. And, it's a great piece of sliding there by Thompson.
Like he hit him on the chest, though. Maybe I'm seeing things.
Yeah, it looked like he was able to avoid the swipe.
Full count. Excuse me, 2-2 the count as he hits that ball foul again, trying to stay alive.
Yeah, it's definitely making things interesting here in the top of the second with only 1 out. Runner in scoring position.
And a swing and a miss, so he is sent down with a strikeout. So a second strikeout for Natter with the second out. Or excuse me, third strikeout, but the second out of the inning.
Nice healthy lead by Thompson out there at second.
Exactly, so we still have runner on second right now as Winston Gaddis stepping up to the plate.
Gaddis still hanging on the interstate in this season, batting 167.
Just under the Mendoza line right there. Took the first pitch outside for a ball. Yeah, it looks like Thompson's being a little aggressive there on second base, taking a really healthy lead.
Yeah, Diaz out there at short giving signs to Natter.
Paul catches the corner, evens up the count 1-1. Yeah, he is going to have a ton of confidence to try to steal third. Because even with the play that made him safe, Denning had a strong throw.
Absolutely.
The ball called strike, 1-2 the count. Natter looking to strike him out, make 4 strikeouts, 3 in the inning.
Yeah, it looks like Natter is kind of just staying focused, keeping his focus on the plate right now and not paying too much attention to Thompson dancing around out there on second.
You know, that's what you kind of have to do when, there's 2 outs. There's nothing really that much you can do for Thompson, who's on second right now. Just focus on the hitter and at least get him out and end the inning. Natter looks into Denning. He sets. The 1-2 pitch fouled off. Gaddis staying alive.
Gaddis does have 1 RBI in the season, so
So he's trying to make it at least 2.
try to make it 2.
The 1-2 count.
It's only one way you can go, and that's up.
And a snap throw to third, and Thompson is safe.
That pitch didn't miss by much. I think Denning was thinking that might have been a call strike 3.
Oh, I thought it was definitely strike 3 too.
But however, Thompson able to steal third
Thompson
on that ball.
Definitely has a chip on his shoulder. And then a swing and a miss from Gaddis to retire the 49ers. So great outing for Teddy Natter. And we'll be right back with the Falcons.
Hi, I'm Nathan Gutierrez. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hey fellas, this is Kyle Krebs, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hey there, Bryce Purpleinski. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here in the bottom of the second inning. 0-0 still the score after Teddy Natter's fantastic outing in the top half of the second. Jorge Chenart now stepping up to the plate.
Jorge for the Falcons this year is hitting .333 in 12 games played.
Took the first pitch for a strike. Next pitch was a ball. 1-1 the count. And that ball misses. 2-1 the count for Jorge Chenart. Looking to get on and have Isaiah Verrett, who dropped down to the 8th position, get on. Smacks that ball foul. Yeah, the pace and the momentum of the game definitely slowed down.
Yeah, it has. I feel like we're in the 5th inning already.
Nope, we're still in the second. So the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss, and Chenart is retired with a strikeout.
Yeah, it's tough to lay off that high fastball sometimes.
Center fielder.
Yeah, I mean, when you see it coming, you want to swing on it, and then as you're swinging, you kind of regret it immediately. So
it's just what it is. It's the as the pitch comes in, the ball actually looks bigger the higher up it is in the zone, and a lot of guys feel their sweet spot is about letter high. So
Isaiah Verrett now stepping up to the plate, and like I mentioned, he went from leading off to hitting in the 8th position, and we saw that work out really well for Roberto Diaz, who moved from the 2nd to the 9th position and has been incredible since. So hopefully he can translate the same magic as that pitch is high, evens up the count 1-1.
This on the season, Verrett. Oh, is hitting 194 with 18 hits. How does?
Yeah, 18 hits he's 18 for 93, hitting 194, 24 strikeouts, only 8 walks. So I think with looking at the strikeout to walk ratio, being a leadoff hitter, you definitely don't want that, especially that significant and that, big of a leap. So moving him down could be a good thing as he takes that pitch for a strike. Full count now, 3-2 to Isaiah Verrett. Roberto Diaz on deck. And Corral in the hole. And he smacks that ball into left field and goes just foul. So staying alive up there is Isaiah Verrett.
Good rip there by Isaiah.
Yeah, and good to see him make contact like that too.
Yeah, Schoenberger out there in left field for the 49ers is playing off the line a bit. So if that ball were 20 feet or so to the right, that would have been at least a double.
20 feet or so. Here's a pitch to Verrett. High. So Verrett takes that pitch for a walk and runs down to first base. Roberto Diaz now stepping up to the plate.
Diaz hitting 269 for the Falcons.
Number 5.
And has 16 RBIs, which leads the Falcons in that category.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, Diaz has definitely been one of the bright lights for the Falcons, especially moving down to the 9th position. Has just been amazing as they throw to first to catch Verrett slipping, but he comes back safely.
Yeah, I've enjoyed watching Diaz out there at shortstop.
Yeah, definitely, because we used to see him in center field, and then he transitioned back to shortstop. And he said that was his primary position as he takes that ball inside. So 1-0 the count to Diaz. Rocking the stirrups today.
I like it.
Me too. And Horton throws to first to catch Verrett sleeping again, but comes back safe is Verrett. Kind of a healthy lead at first base. 1-0 count to Roberto Diaz. Horton throws back yet again to first, and Verrett slides in safely.
It's a quick move there by Hayden. His move to first is pretty good. It's just a whip throw over there. Verrett's got to be careful.
Oh, definitely. The pitch to Diaz. Catches the corner for a strike. Evens up the count 1-1.
The breeze has calmed down a bit here. It actually feels like it's warmed up a bit.
Yeah, it's really hot. So if I get cranky, I apologize.
I think it's funny, 76, 77 degrees, and all of us are, it's hot, it's too hot.
It is hot. I don't like the heat. As Verrett steals a second, and he is safe as Gaddis could not hold on to the ball. Looks like he collided with Verrett heading to second. Needs to take a second to gather himself. But nonetheless, Verrett is safe at second.
Yeah, that was a good effort by Weston Gaddis to cover that. That ball was thrown a bit high from Schnitzes. I hope he's okay. Looks like he's shaking up just a little bit on the play.
Yeah, Verrett came in heavy, so it did look like it kind of, shook him a little bit. But he's okay. And here's a replay of it. Oh, it just looked like maybe his ankle area?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he came down right in the base path and Verrett slid.
And Roberto Diaz smacks that ball into right field, but just foul.
So moving over into scoring position.
2-2 still the count.
Isaiah Verrett. See if Diaz can move him over for his 17th RBI.
Yeah, there's only one out here. The 2-2 pitch. Hits that ball foul. So we'll reset here as Roberto is staying alive.
Signs coming in from coach at third base. maybe look for a hit and run situation.
As Horn checks on Verrett, but Gaddis wasn't near him, so just a little fake out. 2-2 still the count to Diaz. Definitely seeing the pitches that he likes. A lot more comfortable in the 9th position than he was leading off or hitting second. So good to see him like that. Here's a pitch. Way high, but Diaz checked his swing, but didn't check it too well and went around, as home plate umpire said, so he is retired with a strikeout for the second out.
Yeah, tough break there for Diaz.
Yeah, that's kind of a defensive swing.
Yeah, it's kind of a lean out of the way. The ball kind of ran up and in.
Corral.
And Corral now stepping up to the plate, who went from hitting in the 6th, 7th kind of position to now leading off. So hopefully that transition, like I said, translate well for him.
He grounded out to Horan his first at bat.
The ball is a high. 1-0 the count to Corral. Checks on Isaiah Verrett, but again, the ball gets away from Daniel Hale, the second baseman. Definitely think that Verrett is a base stealing threat, which he is. He does have the speed. But what we saw with Natter in the previous inning, where he just focused on the hitter, not necessarily let the runners get to him, is the opposite for Hayden Horn.
With the right-handed Corral at the plate, it looks like Yuba is having second baseman Daniel Hale cover second.
As the ball gets away, just in between the legs of Andrew Schwitz's.
And Verrett moves over to third. Just to finish that last thought, Solano has usually their shortstop covering second on a throw over, but it looked like their 49ers were having their second baseman cover, which if you're the runner and you're not paying attention, that could really catch you off guard.
Yeah. The pitch to Corral, and he smacks that ball into left field. Going back is Schoenberger, and it is out of here. A home run for Aaron Corral, and a good one for him. Great to see him come back. A 2-run bomb for Aaron Corral as he rounds the bases.
And that is Corral's first home run of the year. What a shot down the left field line.
And you know he's happy. He's been having, you know, those tough games with those strikeouts, so good to see him back. And definitely good confidence booster for him and the team. So just like that, with the 2-run home run, Solano's up 2-0.
Number 24, Cody Gregory.
Cody Gregory now stepping up to the plate, trying to add some more insurance runs for Solano.
Breaking ball in there, just high for ball 1. Yeah, that ball was hit well, very well out there into left, and not much breeze to help it today.
Yeah, it looked like it was probably going to hook foul, but it just peeked in front of the fair sign or fail pole. 1-1 the count to Cody Gregory, the 1-1 pitch. Called strike, 1-2 the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Solano up with that Aaron Corral 2-run home run.
Cody walked in his first at bat in the 1st inning. Behind now.
A swing and a miss, and he is retired with a strikeout. So a great inning for Solano and for Corral specifically for that 2-run home run. Solano's up 2-0, and we'll be right back in the top of the 3rd inning.
Hello, I'm Nikki Requeijo with the Solano College Update. Do not miss out on this exciting open mic night this Thursday, March 29th at 5 p.m. in the back half of the cafeteria. This incredible event is hosted by Solano Community College Black Student Union. This event is free, as well as the event parking in lot number 2. As a friendly reminder, this event is open for 17 and older individuals. I'm Nikki Requeijo, and this was your Solano College Update. See you at open mic night.
And we're back here to start off the top of the third. Number 9, Daniel Hale steps in. Inside corner pitch from Natter for strike 1. In down low for a ball, bringing the count to 1-1.
Did the little dance there. That kind of almost hit his feet.
The "it's coming for my ankles" dance. As that pitch misses high. So the Falcons were able to get on the board in the second inning. 49ers behind by 2 as that ball is fouled off down the right field line.
You know, the PA guy, Dylan Collins, really so badly wanted me to reference Aaron Corral's home run as a go yard. Yeah? Okay. Just making sure I said that right. And not the purse, apparently. Just a play on words.
And that ball misses outside to fill the count as the pitch comes from Natter. Strike 3 call. That is the 5th strikeout. For Natter.
Good job for Natter to get the 5th strikeout. He is kind of the strikeout machine. I remember doing a game where he had more walks than strikeouts, and then in that game he fixed that incredibly and had, I believe, 9 strikeouts.
Up now for the 49ers is Mike Schoenberger. And Mike's first trip to the plate, he made it all the way around to third base. Looks at a strike there, counts 1-1.
You know, I'm in a good mood because baseball's obviously starting this Thursday. Very excited about that, and the ball misses away. So I kind of wanted to just watch more baseball movies and kind of get myself in the mood. And I don't know why, but I watched Hardball.
Hardball?
Yeah, and I regretted it because I forgot about the sad scene in it. And then I was like, yeah, I think I'm done for baseball for the season.
I haven't seen Hardball. Schoenberger fouls that one off. Hardball. Who's in Hardball?
Keanu Reeves.
Oh, that's why. That's why I haven't seen it.
I believe Michael B. Jordan's in it. Young Michael B. Jordan.
I am a fan of Michael B. Jordan, says that is popped up on the infield, and Diaz is over on the second base side of the field to make the out.
Listen, you don't need to watch that movie. It's just going to make you cry. So you're good.
2 outs here as Gage Sorensen steps in.
Sorensen in his first at-bat had a sac bunt.
Fouls that one out for a first pitch strike. Yeah, I'm a fan of Michael B. Jordan's, and not because of his recent success, but as that pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. He was on a show called The Parenthood, and I was a big fan of that show, and that's where I first seen him. And he was pretty young then, 20 years old, I guess. Strike 2 as that breaking ball hits the outside corner.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Michael B. Jordan, too, for a lot of reasons.
It's a family show, so family show.
I'm just kidding.
And strike 3. Swung on from Sorensen. And that'll do it for the top of the third. Coming up in the bottom of the third, it will be Jared Denning, Nate Gutierrez, and Kyle Krebs.
My name is Horace Chenart, and thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network. My name is Horace Chenart, and thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hey ladies, I'm Isaiah Verrett. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, this is Roberto Diaz, and thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
The Falcons lead the 49ers by a score of 2-0. Stepping in now is Jared Denning for the Falcons, who walked in his first trip to the plate today.
Yeah, he was a part of the bases loaded walk kind of thing in the inning. Solano could not capitalize on that, though.
And he hits that one well into right field. However, Aiden Gums is there to make the catch. 1 out.
Off the top of the sound, making contact, it sounded great. But like you said, Gums was right there to catch it.
First baseman, number 11.
Yeah, sometimes the when you get good barrel onto the bat, it does make a nice pop sound with these aluminum bats that they use here. And Nate Gutierrez steps in.
4 home runs, leading the team in that category.
Took a first pitch strike and hits that one right to Joe Ramos at first, who was able to knock it down and make the play for 2 outs.
Yeah, quick 2 outs too, with Denning attacking the first pitch and then Gutierrez the second pitch.
Yeah, 3-pitch inning for Hayden Horan out there so far.
And if you're Hayden Horan, that's what you want, especially what happened in the inning where they just kept batting around via the walks. Like you said, he couldn't find the strikeout or the strike zone. Curveball just misses.
Ball 1.
Kyle Krebs walked in his first at-bat.
Pitch just missing there outside. Count is 2-0. Now and in the dirt for ball 3. See if Krebs can get on base and keep this inning alive for the Falcons. For the game starting off seemingly at a slow pace, this inning is moving along quite well.
Definitely.
And that one is high for ball 4. So 4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls for Kyle Krebs.
Up to the plate.
2 walks under his belt today. You gotta love a guy that has a high on-base percentage too. I feel like that definitely gets overlooked. Everyone wants to see the home run total and they want to see the slugging and even the batting average. I'm a fan of batting average, but I also love the on-base percentage.
Yeah, got to get on to score. As Bryce Purpleinski steps in, takes the first pitch strike. As that ball gets past Andrew Schnitz, Kyle Krebs making his way to second base on the wild pitch.
Yeah, Purpleinski didn't seem too happy with that ball as it went behind him, and he had to kind of move out of the way. Looking comfortable still, nonetheless. Bryce Purpleinski.
Horan looking in. Checks on Krebs at second. And the pitch. In the dirt again. And Krebs decides not to go. Might have been a good decision. Andrew Schnitz had his eye on the ball the entire time.
And you're up 2-0. You don't want to do anything that wouldn't help you, basically, at the end of the day.
Good heads-up base running by Krebs. Ooh, and Bryce Purpleinski hits that one high, deep, and over the scoreboard for a 2-run shot. Bryce Purpleinski making his way around the bags. What a hit over the Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium sign.
That was a moonshot for Bryce Purpleinski. And the second home run of the day for the Falcons.
Yeah, Bryce's first home run of the season.
Oh, sorry. Dylan wanted me to say he went go yard.
Up to the plate.
I don't know how I'm supposed to say it, but I said it.
And there's the replay of the swing. Looks like a fastball belt high and taken deep. What a shot.
A monster shot, exactly.
Breathe some life into the game here as Jorge Chenart takes a look at a first pitch ball. And ball 2 as that one is in high.
Jorge Shenar 0-1, the strikeout in his previous at-bat.
That pitch outside. Looks like Hayden Horan might have been a little rattled off of that last at-bat by Purpleinski. It's 3 straight balls here.
Yeah, he might be a little upset with himself getting the 2 big guys, Jared Denning and Nate Gutierrez, out, and then walking Kyle Krebs yet again, and then a moonshot by Bryce Purpleinski. So definitely doesn't help his confidence.
As Chenart fouls that one back to put the count at 3-2.
Yeah, full count for Jorge Chenart.
So I guess the key to Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium is here is warm day, little wind, and the ball will travel.
Warm day, little wind. Yeah, the flags out in left center are barely moving. I'm glad that we're under a shade, though, because it is really hot. And I was getting a little cranky.
Ooh, and a swing for a strikeout by Chenart for his 2nd K of the day. Coming up in the top of the 4th inning will be Andrew Schnitzes, Aiden Gums, and Joe Ramos.
Hi, my name is Omar Rodriguez from the Solano College Sports Network. Some tough news for the boys in blue as Dodgers third baseman Justin Turner suffers a broken wrist after being hit by pitch against the Oakland Athletics. With Turner out, the Dodgers have decided to move infielder Logan Forsythe to third base until Turner returns in late May. I'm Omar Rodriguez from the Solano College Sports Network, and this has been a Sports Update. Hi, my name
Here in the top of the 4th inning. After an exciting bottom half of the 3rd for the Falcons, another 2-run shot. This one hit by Bryce Purpleinski. Andrew Schnitzes steps into the box. And first pitch swinging right past Bryce at 3rd to lead off the inning with a single.
Yeah, we also have a special guest, Majanique Anderson, and how are you today?
I'm doing really good.
So what's your special message?
So guys, we're going to have a BSU open mic this Thursday at 5 o'clock in the 1400 building. Anyone is welcome. It's open to the public, and we will have free parking in lot 2.
Is there going to be food?
Yes, there will be food for a low cost. Yes, we're going to have pizza, candy, all that good stuff. Cheese for people who don't eat meat.
So, thank you. So is this your kind of event? Did you come up with it?
Yes, because I'm a poet, so I decided that I wanted to do something that for the community where people will be able to have expressive outlets.
Okay, so you're a poet. Can you give something to me? Can you say something?
Yeah. Let me tie my hair up and go to work on something you said I couldn't do. Yes, I'm a woman, this is true, but you see, I will always have something to prove. I come from a long line of game changers, earth shakers, and movers, so being the boss has never been a bother. I put on this lipstick while saving the day, and until the end of time, we'll always have something to say. If you look to your left, you'll see us everywhere. Sometimes you'll probably sit back and stare, but that's okay, just as long as you remember that being a woman has never been a bother.
I'm snapping. That was beautiful.
Thank
you for that.
Yes, thank you. Oh.
One out here in the top of the 4th inning. How'd you get into poetry?
I I've been doing it since the 7th grade, and I've always been good at English. And my teacher was like, well, if you want to express yourself and not be so angry all the time and punching people, you should try to express yourself through poetry.
Not so angry, okay.
Yeah.
Joe Ramos in for the 49ers. He is behind in the count 0-2.
And just like that is 4-0 for Solano. One away here.
Another fouled back by Ramos.
All right, well, thank you so much, Majanique Anderson.
Yep, and so everybody make sure to check out Open Mic Night. That pitch misses outside, 1-2. Andrew Schnitzes taking a healthy lead out there at second. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, Joe Ramos.
Well, that was an ugly swing and a miss, too. That was kind of like a golf swing.
I believe he was looking fastball and got crossed up on a breaking pitch.
All right, Joe.
That's 5 strikeouts now. For Teddy Natter. And that ball hit to Purpleinski. Charges in, makes the throw over to first for the 3rd out.
Great play by Purpleinski to charge the ball and in the same motion, throw it to Gutierrez and get the 3rd and final out of the 4th inning.
So that'll do it here for the top of the 4th. Falcons lead it 4-0.
Hi, this is Tyron Salampa. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Next up to the plate.
And it is Isaiah Verrett leading off the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Verrett.
Isaiah walked in his first at bat. After battling from being behind to a full count. First pitch, and we have a new pitcher stepping in. It is number 20, Connor Elliott, who has a 3 ERA in 9 appearances for the 49ers. And a shot right to shortstop Weston Gaddis to put Isaiah Verrett for the first out.
Yeah, he's given up 19 hits, only 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. You know, 3 ERA is pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, when you're thinking about the majors and stuff, you always want like 3 or under, but 3 is actually really good. So definitely an advantage for the 49ers, especially getting the first out with Verrett.
As Diaz steps into the box. Diaz struck out in his first appearance and takes a first pitch strike here. 0-1. And that one misses low for a ball, bringing the count to 1-1.
Steven, you're such a baseball dude right now with your baseball in your hand. They just pulled out of your bag.
I fidget a lot, and I'm horrible at keeping score, so I need to keep my hands busy doing something.
You remind me of all my coaches. They always had something in their hand.
This is actually from Giants batting practice. It's got a nice little
Oh, that's cool.
little scuff on it from the warning track where I picked it up. Counts 2-1 to Diaz, who fouls that one down the first baseline.
You know, I've never gotten a foul ball or anything like that, but last May, I want to say, I went to an A's Marlins game, and I was sitting by the bullpen. AJ Ramos gave me a ball, and my brother, and then Bear Claw gave my brother a ball. So I thought that was pretty tight.
That's very cool. I actually think it's better when the player hands it to you. That one is hit right to first baseman Joe Ramos, and he walks it over for the out.
Yeah, it feels more personable. It feels like he singled you out and gave it to you. Did I cry? Yes.
Next up to bat.
I always want to say, like, one day I would love to meet Willie Mays, but I really don't want to, because if I meet him, I know I'll just start crying, because he's one of my all-time favorite players, and I don't know if I can handle that.
Corral stepping in. His last at-bat, of course, was a 2-run shot in the second inning. I actually literally bumped into Willie walking out of his box at AT&T Park. I was on lunch break, and I was moving kind of around some people, and hit the door open to his box, and I was walking right past, and he took a step out, and I had to catch myself from running into the
Yeah, let's not hurt him,
legend,
please.
Willie Mays. I was so embarrassed. All I could say was, "Excuse me, sir. I apologize."
I would have gone to my knees and begged for forgiveness.
He just laughed it off. What a great guy.
I love him.
He counts 1-1 to Aaron. That one tipped foul. 1-2.
I went to an A's game once. I think it was A's Rangers or something, and what's his name? Sean Doolittle, when he was still with the A's, was walking by, and I just yelled, "Hey, Sean!" Like, we're definitely on first name basis.
Oh, of
and he
course.
looked at me and waved. So we're definitely friends.
I mean, you guys are, it'd be top 5 or top 8 on MySpace if it was still a thing.
Hello, that's what I'm saying. My brother was so embarrassed, though, because I was like freaking out, like, "Oh my God, he acknowledged my existence."
0-2 to Aaron. So he looks that one down for ball 1.
Yeah, very impressed with his last at bat. Of course, it was, a home run, but he's steady by steady just becoming the Corral that we're used to seeing.
Oh, and swing and a miss to end the inning for strike 3. That'll do it for the 4th. Hello, I'm Stephen Babb with the Solano College Sports Network. With the latest news from Scottsdale, where the San Francisco Giants have made some roster moves preparing for the upcoming 2018 season. The Giants have decided to option outfielder Mac Williamson and right-handed pitcher Tyler Beatty to AAA Sacramento. Despite having a great spring training, Williamson still had an option left on his contract, unlike fellow utility outfielder Jarrett Parker, who would be unlikely to clear waivers, and the team could lose Parker to another club. When asked about Tyler Beatty, skipper Bruce Bochy said they could possibly move the righty to the bullpen. When this was mentioned to Tyler, he replied, "I will literally do anything they want me to." That will do it for this sports update. From Solano College Sports Network, I'm Stephen Babb.
Hi, my name is Omar Rodriguez with the Solano College Sports Network. Thursday's Falcons baseball game against Contra Costa was canceled due to weather conditions. On March 27th, the Falcons will take on Yuba City at 2 p.m. at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. Solano will be coming in with a record of 6 wins and 15 losses. In conference play, they have 1 win and 2 losses. I'm Omar Rodriguez, and this has been a Solano College Sports Update.
And we're back to start off the top of the 5th inning. Number And there has been a change. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Crichton Gaspar here to lead off the top of the 5th. Excuse me.
Get your act together, man.
These breaks in between innings, you know, it gets a little crazy around here.
I feel like they're a little longer than usual, too.
They are. Count is 1-1.
That was a healthy rip for Gaspar.
Yeah, it's strike 2.
A quick 1-2. Really can appreciate Natter, who moves really quickly.
And that breaking ball in for a third call strike. What a pitch by Natter. And that brings his strikeout total to 7 on the day.
It's only the 5th inning, so very impressive for Natter.
Number 2, Weston Gaddis, stepping into the box.
He made a little, like, wrote something in the dirt. I like when players have their own little thing. Like Amir Garrett for the Cincinnati Reds, before he gets on the mound, he writes AG for his initials. People think it's kind of weird and like a little showboat, but I think it's really cool to have your own thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he wrote something or if he was getting a little dirt to get a better grip on the bat.
Well, that's cool too.
And he did not go around according to the first base umpire for ball 2.
And Natter showing his frustration. Very clearly mad on the mound.
It's important for him to stay focused. You know, you don't want to let, I mean, that's a single pitch ruin what's been a great day for him so far, as Gaddis looks at strike 1.
Yeah, it's really easy to get caught up in the moment and just be upset over one little thing, and then that can ruin not the inning but your whole outing.
So that pitch misses high for ball 3.
Hitters count for Gaddis.
Swing and a miss. Full count now. It's a nice healthy rip by Weston.
Oh, I just noticed he definitely has batting gloves on his hands, as you can see, and he has some in his back pockets. I always thought that was weird for players to do, but you like the funky kind of superstition as he takes that ball for a walk.
So 1 on and 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Daniel Hale stepping in for the 49ers. It's hard for me to say 49ers and not think football.
Are you a 49ers fan?
I am a huge 49ers fan.
Oh, huge.
Huge. And that ball's in the dirt, and Gaddis runs to second, and nobody was there to cover. So an easy steal there for Gaddis.
Yeah, it looked like Aaron Corral, all the way from second, had to run and try to get that ball from going to the outfield.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was expecting Gaddis to run on that pitch. But it was a good pitch to run on, and, you know, good aggressive base running by the 49ers. And he's going again to third, and he is out.
Definitely out on that.
Yeah.
He tried to kind of do the Ichiro, kind of the butterfly slide where you kind of go on the other side, but
he did, and he almost made it, but it was a great tag by Purpleinski. Ball definitely there in time by Denning.
yeah, it was kind of like Thompson's slide into second base in the second inning, which made him, you know, obviously be safe, but he couldn't, Gaddis couldn't mimic that.
Yeah. As Natter falls behind on the count, 2-0.
It feels redundant to say. It feels redundant to say, but it's good to be aggressive. But when you're that aggressive, and you obviously know what kind of arm Denny has, you don't ever want to make an out at third base.
And as Hale hits that one deep to center. Oh, lost in the sun by Verrett. Didn't have a good read on that one at all. Stand-up double for Daniel Hale. That ball dropped behind Isaiah out there, and he had a good jump, just lost it in the sun from what it looked like from here.
Yeah, there's not a cloud in the sky, just the sun. So it did look like he lost it, especially because the ball went behind him, like you mentioned. But at least he got to the ball quickly and limited the damage to just the double.
Yeah, good throw in. Good quick throw in to keep it as a double. That brings up Mike Schoenberger. So Mike started out the season off hitting extremely well for the 49ers and is kind of slumped here in conference play.
Yeah, he was leading his team in some categories, and then since league started, just, you know, significantly just went down.
The 2-0 pitch. Down low for ball 3.
Yeah, Natter definitely has himself in a situation where he does not want to walk the guy with 2 outs.
Yeah, falling behind here. Stay aggressive. Here's the pitch. Ooh, in tight for ball 4. 4 straight balls to Mike Schoenberger. So that puts 2 on and 2 out for the 49ers. Gage Sorensen stepping in.
There's a little meeting on the mound from Denning, trying to calm down his pitcher.
Yeah, probably tell him to forget about the runners. Just focus on Gage Sorensen at the plate. Natter looks in. The pitch. In there for strike 1.
Yeah, one of my coworkers actually used to play for Solano years ago, and we were talking about it the other day, and he said that he was a pitcher. So whenever it was when Stover was a coach, so, you know, years ago.
And that's hit up the middle into the outfield, and the 49ers will score on that hit by Sorensen.
That was just a nice hit up the middle. Nothing much the middle infielders could have done with Corral and Diaz. But like you said, now they're up 4-1. But just to finish the little nugget, basically I asked him what Stover would say on the mounds, because you can't really tell their body language. Of course, when they're mad to the umpires, you can tell. But basically, he said in like the hushest tone possible, he would just like kind of cuss him out and say, "Are you serious? This is what you're giving me?" So it's really funny to see or hear that from a former player. So I'm gonna ask him next what like a catcher says to you, because from our perspective, he's kind of like nice or something, like giving him a pep talk, but it could be the opposite.
Andrew Schnitzis, catcher for the 49ers, stepping in. Oh, swing and a miss, strike 1. Looked like he might have wanted to get those RBIs out there in one swing, being down 4-1.
He was 1 for 2 with a single, and he did reach on a fielder's choice.
And that pitch just misses, 1-1. There's some good base running from Daniel Hale to score on that single by Gage Sorensen. That pitch is outside, ball 2.
Now we're here in the top of the 5th inning. Runners on first and second, but still 2 outs. So all the damage that's been happening has been with 2 outs.
Natter looking to end the inning here. The pitch. And ball 3 brings the count to 3-1. It's a good eye by Andrew. Three-one pitch. Swing. Looks like Andrew got just a piece of that right into the glove of Jared Denning for the second strike.
Yeah, like you said earlier, on that swing, it kind of looked like he wanted just to tie it up.
Yeah.
Kind of wanted to go ahead by like 13 runs with that swing.
It's a full count here. And strike 3 is the call. And Andrew Schnitzis goes down looking. That'll do it for the top of the 5th. Falcons lead it 4-1.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
Gregory.
We're here starting the bottom of the 5th inning. Cody Gregory stepping in. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. And first pitch strike. Connor Elliott pitching for the 49ers, and that ball is fouled out of play, 0-2. Falcons still ahead 4-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. And swing and a miss.
He almost did the Adrian Beltre with the swing and a miss with one knee on the ground.
He did.
Up to bat, catcher, number 21, Jared
Denning now stepping into the box. 0-1 on the day with a 1 walk. First pitch misses outside, ball 1.
Yeah, when you see Denning, you kind of, and you look at his numbers, he's obviously a power hitter. But then when you look at the walks, he has 24 now with the walk in the previous at-bat. He's an on-base and hitting machine.
That pitch misses low for 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch. And that one just belt high and gets the outside corner for strike 1. Count is now 2-1 to Jared Denning.
Went out here in the 5th inning.
Elliott with the pitch. And that one just catches the outside corner again for strike 2. Brings the count to 2-2. Two-two pitch. And that one is fouled down the right field line into the bullpen for the 49ers. Count stays evened up at 2. Two-two pitch. And that one is hit into the, just past the second baseman into right center field. Jared Denning reaches with a single.
Up to the plate, first baseman.
That'll bring Nate Gutierrez up. Nate is 0 for 1. Or excuse me, he's 0 for 2 with a strikeout on the day. He grounded out to first baseman Joe Ramos in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, and Joe Ramos also made that incredible play, what seems like 5 years ago, going into the dugout and making an out.
Yeah, that was a great play. Always gets a little tricky when there's obstacles in your way.
Yeah.
As Gutierrez takes a first pitch strike. Elliott checks on Denning at first. And that ball is fouled down the right field line. 0-2.
Yeah, and don't sleep on Denning. He's
sneaky fast.
He's sneaky, exactly. He's sneaky fast. He has a stigma because he's a catcher. You don't think that he's fast, or that he'll even attempt to run. Yeah.
Yeah, he starts with a nice modest lead, and and then in the windup, that lead gets farther and farther. And swing past the ball's hit past the first baseman Joe Ramos, and Denning holds up at second.
He kind of did the fake steal kind of thing and went back to first, but ended up being safe at second with the base hit by Gutierrez.
He did. So single for Gutierrez. That'll bring up number 20, Kyle Krebs. Here with 1 out, 2 on. Let's see what Krebs can do in the box for the Falcons. Connor Elliott looks in for the signs. And that one is hit deep to the shortstop, deep in the hole, and he gets the force out at second.
What a fantastic play by Gaddis over there to even get to the ball and even make a play even at second.
From where I sit, it didn't look like he had the angle, but he made a fantastic play on that to at least get one out. But that'll put runners on the corners for the Falcons. And
third baseman
Bryce Purpleinski steps in.
Yeah, like good job for him, like you said, to at least get one out, because that play he could have ate it and just had bases loaded almost. Oh. Here's a replay of it.
Here's the replay of that play by Gaddis, and he stabs the ball, turns, and quick flip to second for the force out.
It was overall a great play.
Purpleinski's last at-bat was a 2-run rocket over the scoreboard in left field. Count is 1-0. Ball's in the dirt. Krebs makes a move towards second, but decides to hold up at first. Counts 2-0. Elliott looks in and checks over at Krebs on first. Krebs gets it back easily.
That was a great pickoff spin by Elliott.
It was. You got to be careful, though, with a runner on third, making pickoff plays at first. Don't want the ball to get past the first baseman, Joe Ramos. Ball misses low, 3-0.
You also have to be careful of Bryce now, because he did have that 2-run moonshot earlier.
Yeah, Elliott seems to be nibbling at the plate here. Counts 3-0. The pitch. And, ooh, a high strike call by the umpire. Bell high strike, inside corner.
He did that in his first at-bat where he thought it was going to be ball 4 and decided to go to first base on his own. And again, it was strike 1, actually.
Yep, 3-1 count. The pitch from Elliott. Breaking ball inside, misses for ball 4 to load the bags. For Jorge Chenart stepping in. Jorge's 0-2 on the day with 2 strikeouts.
Up to the plate, designated hitter, number 14, Jorge Chenart.
2 out, bases loaded. Jorge steps in. Connor looks in for the sign. The pitch. And a shot out to left field. And Mike Schoenberger is able to track it down for the 3rd out to end the inning. And the 49ers are able to escape without any more damage by the Falcons. Score is 4-1. Your Falcons lead, and that'll do it for the 5th.
Hello, I'm Tyrese here to give you a quick update on your Solano College tennis team. They are now in the playoffs with a tournament over spring break coming up to determine what players qualify for the statewide OHI tournament for all California teams on April 26th through the 29th, with last year having 2 doubles teams and 1 singles qualify. Coach Rafael Rivera hopes to beat that this year. Now back to your game.
And we're back here in the top of the 6th inning. Aiden Gums leading off the inning for the 49ers. Natter looks in for the pitch, and belt high strike. 0-1 is the count. And strike 2 in there. 0-2 to Gums. The pitch. And a grounder to third baseman Bryce Purpleinski. Throws it over, and the throw is wide, pulling Gutierrez off the bag. Gums is safe at first.
Yeah, I think Purpleinski just thought that Gums was just so fast that he had to kind of not overthrow, but didn't really take his time. I feel like he maybe had 2 steps before he actually needed to make the throw.
Yeah, the ball wasn't hit too sharply. It looked like he may have had a little bit more time than he thought, but the ball thrown a little wide. Gutierrez did a good job trying to spin and make a tag.
Yeah, now we have a pinch hitter, Tommy Gill. He is
pinching. Looks like he's pinching for first baseman Joe Ramos.
He is 4 for 21 on the season. Just a 190 batting average. It looks like we have some bullpen activity as well with, I believe that's number 19. Tyler Mitten.
And the throw over to first by Denning. Gums is able to get back in time. Count is 0-2 to Tommy Gill. There's some activity over in the Solano bullpen and the 49ers bullpen. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So 1 away here in the top of the 6th. 1 on for the 49ers, and number 8.
Yes. I have no clue. We had a short quiz and it was just on like this.
Number 8, Darian Thompson steps in. First pitch, outside corner for a called strike.
1 out here. 4-1 the score in the 6th inning. Good to see Teddy Natter still out on the mound.
Gums has a nice lead over at first. Oh, and a shot back up the middle. Oh, good, excuse me. Roberto Diaz unable to field it cleanly.
I'm not really sure what happened, but it spiked out of his way.
Looked like he may have lifted, kind of thinking ahead of the play and wanting to make the flip over to second for the force out, and might have lifted, pulled his glove just at the last second. So there's 2 on and 1 out, and that'll bring Crichton Gaspard to the plate.
Or will it?
Or will it? Will it not? No, that looks like number
11?
12? 13? Number 12. Number 12, Travis Andrews stepping into the box.
He's hitting just a 59. Yeah, he's 1 for 17 on the season.
So Travis Andrews steps in, facing Teddy Natter. 2 on, 1 out here, top of the 6th.
Yeah, the 49ers are definitely changing it up and doing the pinch hitting kind of game right now.
Pitch misses just inside, ball 1. Yeah, down by 3. The game's starting to progress. It's getting a little bit late here, 6th inning. 49ers looking to generate some action. And that pitch misses high for ball 2. Jared Denning taking a trip out to the mound. Want to get on the same page as far as pitches goes. Want to make sure Teddy is focused and not rattled. Andrew steps back into the box. 2-0 pitch. Low and outside, ball 3.
It's almost like the momentum definitely shifted toward the 49ers right now.
Yeah, the Falcons bench is a little quiet. 49ers are making some noise on their side of the field. That pitch is in there for strike 1, bringing the count to 3-1.
Still a hitter's count, though, so you still have to be careful.
Yeah, I like to see Natter be aggressive right here, though. Get that second out. Oh, and that ball is hit well into center field. Verrett makes the catch. Tagging at second is Gums, and the throw into third is not in time.
And the ball looked like it could have beat Gums, but was just a bit off, and Purpleinski had to kind of chase it down.
So Travis Andrews flies out to center field, and Aiden Gums advances from second to third with a tag up. And Darian Thompson chooses to stay at first, just in case that ball was cut off on the infield. You don't want to make that out at second. So there's 2 away. Brings up Weston Gaddis. Gaddis squares around 2 bunt. That pitch is high and outside, ball 1. Gaddis is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Made a great play earlier to save some runs at shortstop. That pitch is in there for a called strike. Not squaring around that time. So let's see what the 49ers try to do here with 2 out. Runners at the corners. Teddy Natter winds up. The pitch is high. 2-1 is the count. See if the Falcons can get out of here without giving up any runs here in the top of the 6th.
You know, like you said, it's good to see Natter be aggressive, but a 3-run lead isn't really, especially when we're coming down in the game, it's not that great of a lead.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
So you have to protect that at all costs.
No, I agree. There's still plenty of baseball left to be played. 3 runs, we've seen 3 runs in 1 hit.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on for Gaddis.
It is indeed a deuces wild.
Swing, strike 3 to end the inning. Due up next inning for the Falcons will be Isaiah Verrett, Roberto Diaz, and Aaron Corral. That's going to do it for the top of the 6th. Falcons still lead 4-1.
Hey ladies, I'm Isaiah Verrett. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
here we are to start off the bottom half of the 6th inning. Stepping in is Isaiah Verrett. Isaiah lined out to shortstop in his last at bat. Connor Elliott still on the mound for the 49ers as he looks in. And the pitch. Ooh, Verrett squares around to bunt and fouls that back. 0-1.
Like I said, the game changed for the 49ers, and it's kind of like a pinch hitting kind of game. And for the Falcons, it looks like it might be just a small ball kind of game, just to get some insurance runs.
Yeah, increase that 3-run lead. Pitch and swung on, just foul down the third baseline. That would have been extra bags for sure, as Crichton Gaspar is playing off the line at third.
And it looks like number 27, Tyler Pearsall, is in the bullpen. Good to see him out there.
The 0-2 pitch misses inside, ball 1.
Yeah. Okay. I got it.
The pitch from Elliott. And it is hit to the shortstop, Gaddis, and throws the first, and it is in time. Late call there.
Very late call.
I think he was almost a replay review there in his head. First out for
number 5, Roberto
the Falcons here in the bottom of the 6th. Brings up Roberto Diaz. He is 0 for on the day, stepping into the box.
But it was in English, and I was like, fuck.
1 out. The pitch. And that one is inside. Just misses Roberto for ball 1.
Roberto over 2 with a ground out and a strikeout.
The pitch, swing and a miss. Even the count, 1-1. Defense pretty straight away. Middle infield's a little deep. And that pitch misses low. 2-1.
So I know Deuces Wild is when it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. If it's 1-1-1, is there anything?
I have no idea. And that ball is hit foul down the right field line. Evens the count at 2 for Diaz. Looking to get something going here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Solano Falcons.
Every time it's 1-1-1, rub your knees. I'm making it up.
And that is fouled right to the same spot as Coach Tyron now has 2 balls hit right to him there on the first base coach box. Count still evened up at 2-2. Diaz steps back in.
Actually, Robbie Rogers at first base.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, he's just gonna want the credit.
Yeah. I apologize.
Good look right there. You see Robbie Rogers on the first base box and right over Roberto Diaz's shoulder.
3-2 count. The pitch. Should have brought his glove. That was an error by Robbie down the first baseline.
You remember that game?
That's laps, right, boys? Laps.
Remember that game, I want to say like the 70s or 80s, where that guy kept fouling it off into the specific part of the dugout? It's like always mentioned in every game.
I'm old, but not that old. Third strike call.
I'm old, but not that old. Well, I see it in highlights. It's this guy, I think it was in Angel Stadium, and he kept fouling it off in the same spot, and everyone kept moving. And then when they moved, he hit it in where they moved. And then they had like catch your gear, and they were ready. And then he hit it again there. So it kind of just reminded me of that.
Number 10, Aaron
As Roberto Diaz.
Diaz thought that pitch was a little low, little outside for a 4th ball call, and instead got rung up for 2 outs. Brings to the plate Aaron Corral, 1 for 3 on the day, and is hit in the leg by that first pitch.
It was hit behind him too, so I couldn't really get out of it. Yeah, Corral though was having a pretty good day.
Yeah, that one hit of his was a 2-run home run.
Gregory.
I don't know, maybe I'm talking on my butt right now, but I feel like if you're 1 for like 8 in the game, but if you have a home run, you kind of still feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, you
don't want to be 1 for 8.
No, and you take that momentum going into the next game. And it does a lot for your confidence to know that you can do it. And Aaron takes off running, and that is fouled down the left field line. The third baseman doesn't make the play. Good effort there by Crichton Gaspar.
It looked like he made contact with the ball, but just dropped it. Kind of hit the heel of his hand.
His count is 0-1 to Cody Gregory.
As you see right next to Robbie Rogers, there is still action for the 49ers in their bullpen, along with the Falcons in their bullpen.
Throw over to check on Corral.
That was a very healthy lead.
Yeah, it is. Gets back safely.
I feel like if he was even 1 step towards second base, he would have been out.
Yeah, if Cody didn't make contact on that foul ball, I believe Aaron would have had second base stolen easily. He had a great jump. Leads me to believe that there may be a hit and run on 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And in fact, Corral's going and makes it to second on the steal. 1-1 count to Cody. Now Aaron is in scoring position for the Falcons. 2 outs, bottom 6. Score is still 4-1. Pitch from Elliott. And that was a bit high, bringing the count to 2-1.
I feel like if it's even way outside, but it's high near your face, like in the vicinity, you're going to flinch. Because it wasn't really close to his head per se, but close enough for him to flinch. I mean, you know me, I would have flinched as soon as he threw the ball. I would have been ducking.
The 2-1 pitch. And Aaron is going, and he makes it into third. Gutsy move, stealing third with 2 outs, but was able to do it safely.
Yeah, and good job for Gregory to swing on that and kind of give the advantage to Corral to attempt to go to third. Because third is really hard to steal. I feel like a lot of people think, well, not a lot of people, but people that really watch baseball think that stealing third is kind of easy. But the peripheral for the catcher to third is really clean.
It is, and it's a shorter distance for the throw. Ooh, that just misses low. Count is now full to Cody Gregory. Aaron Corral at third. Pitch from Elliott. And it's hit slowly to the shortstop, Gaddis, who makes the throw to first to end the inning. So that'll do it. Coming up in the top half of the 7th will be Daniel Hale, Mike Schoenberger, and Gage Sorensen.
Hey, Tay Natter here. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
And we're here starting off the top of the 7th inning. The Falcons have a new pitcher, Tyler Pearsall. Daniel Hale steps in to face Pearsall.
Yeah, in 3 innings, he has a 15 ERA. So, of course, it's inflated, but you have to realize it's been 3 innings. He has given up 3 hits, 5 runs, 5 of them earned, 3 walks, and only 2 strikeouts. But his batting average against is .273. So he's looking for, well, in this outing, to hopefully lower that in all aspects.
That pitch is inside.
I didn't flinch. I feel like if Chris was here, he'd be proud of me.
So the count is 2-0. To Daniel Hale, who doubled in his last at-bat. That pitch, inside corner for a strike call, 2-1.
You know, from all the games that I've done, the 7th inning has been the Achilles heel for the Falcons. It's like they have the lead, or they're close. They're like down by 1 or 2, and then they completely blow it out of proportion in the 7th inning. So hopefully with Pearsall on the mound and fresh, he can kind of not limit the damage, but not let any damage happen, you know, in his case.
Yeah, 3-1's the count. Yeah, look to, you know, make it a quick inning and protect that 3-run lead. And that pitch is in there for a second strike call to get the count full at 3-2.
I feel like everyone just gets anxious by the 7th, 8th, especially the 9th inning. They're just like, okay, the game's wrapping up. On the hitting side, when you're down, I need to get hits. And then when you're leading, I need to preserve the lead.
That's back up the middle, fielded by Diaz, the throw to first, and the first out of the inning.
So good first out for the Falcons, and a great play by Diaz to just calmly get the ball and not overthink it like he did in that one play.
That brings up Mike Schoenberger to the plate, who reached on a walk of fielder's choice. 1 and 2 on the day. And that's hit right past Purpleinski at third. It was a good effort. Took kind of a high hop.
Yeah, Purpleinski did everything that he could, but that's why they call it the hot corner.
That's right.
He got a little too spicy over there.
And he does play in on the bag or on the grass usually, so makes it a little tougher sometimes to field those shots. And it's kind of a half hop.
Yeah.
He wasn't quite close enough to catch it on the fly and wasn't quite far enough away to catch it on the hop. First pitch just misses outside, ball 1 to Gage Sorensen.
Even with just a single, that can override the momentum and give it back to the 49ers, and then they can hop on that train and just keep it going, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And it was a hit and run situation right past the first and second base gap. So that puts Schoenberger at third base. And a good piece of hitting by Gage Sorensen. So now you've got runners on the corners with 1 out for Andrew Schnitzis, the catcher for the 49ers.
We've been having fun with his name. I feel like we've said it maybe 13 different ways. Almost a Shih
But all
Tzu.
have been FCC compliant.
I feel like he understands, though, because my name is kind of funky, too, and I've always heard different variations of my name, and I'm like, okay, you're trying at least, you know?
First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1 for Andrew. So the 49ers looking to get something going here in the top of the 7th. Score is 4-1. Runners to the corners, 1 out. 0-1 is the count. Tyler Pearsall getting the signs from Jared Denning. Sets. The pitch. Andrew squared to bunt. Not sure if he was actually going to follow through with that or not as he pulled it back in the windup.
Yeah, looking at the flags, the wind has picked up. Not too bad, but it's shifted towards left field. Earlier it was going center right.
Schnitzis squares around to bunt again. Pulls back and swings Runner goes. Good backup by by Roberto Diaz to keep that ball from going into center field. The runner does steal second on that play.
Yeah, the hit and run was on, and he showed bunt and then pulled back, but the ball had already reached home plate and was already basically on the ground. He decided to swing anyway, but I don't think that would have really made a difference.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to put the bat on the ball since the runner was going. He didn't want to put him in a jeopardizing position. He didn't want to jeopardize his position.
Yeah, which I can see why he would do that. It just looked really funky seeing him. It's kind of like the golf swing we saw earlier. But, he tried to help his team, so he's a team player.
Now both runners are in scoring position. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, right over the head of Pearsall. That's going to score one, maybe two. The throw in from Chenart is wide. The throw to second is wide as well. So that is a single stretched out to a double, scoring two to bring the score to 4-3 in favor of your Falcons.
And that's what I was talking about earlier about the seventh inning being the Achilles heel for the Falcons. When it looks like they have everything under control with Pearsall getting the first out, it just toppled on top of them just like that. And now it's 4-3.
Yeah, 4-3. Runner in scoring position. And the replay for that, we'll take a look here. See how close Pearsall was at catching that.
Oof.
It was just over his head.
I don't think even if he got the glove, no, I don't think he would have had time. That was just a great piece of hitting right there. And
right back up the middle.
Yep.
And wide throws all around, ensures everybody is safe.
Yeah, emphasis on wide throw because Denning, had that ball been aligned, with home plate, I feel like maybe they would have had a chance to get the back runner. But like you said, it was wide, and then throwing to second was wide.
Yeah. So up to bat now is Aiden Gums for the 49ers. Is a mound visit. Umpires coming out to break up the party.
Break up the party, I like that.
Probably just wanting to get Tyler settled down a little bit here and refocused.
Yeah, and
after this kind of wild inning.
Exactly, and like I said, he only has, coming into this outing, he has 3 innings under his belt. So he's still really fresh.
Yeah.
So it's going to take him a moment to get used to the rhythm and get back on his time and his pace. And pitchers, they do control the timing at the end of the day.
Yep. And that is dribbled to second on a high chopper. The throw over to first is in time to make the second out. The runner does advance from second to third on that fielder's choice.
Yeah, when you're going back in the dugout, you kind of have to be happy because you did advance them to third, and they have been hitting around in this inning. So you did your job, essentially.
Up to the plate now is Tommy Gill. Pitch is wide, ball one. Andrew had a nice lead at third. Pearsall looks in for the sign, gets set. The 1-0 pitch. In tight for ball 2. And Andrew Schnitzes is dancing around quite a bit on third.
I think Schnitz is doing the thing that we always say not to do, which is have the focus be on the runner.
Yeah.
So he kind of wants to get into Pearsall's head.
The 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike.
But Pearsall seems very focused right now with the hitter, with Gill.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm sorry. There's another. I'm sorry. It's Lucchetti is up to bat, not Tommy Gill. And that is hit into right center field. It's going to drop to tie the game. Andrew scores, and Gill is around to, Lucchetti is around to third with a triple.
That ball just got off the bat so quickly, and Verrett and Krebs just converged on that ball and try to get to it as quickly as possible, but not fast enough, obviously, because now he's safe at third, and the dugout completely erupted with screams and just happiness. And now it's tied 4-4, so it's just like the first inning, 0-0 all over again. Now they have to start fresh.
So that is a stand-up triple for Nick Lucchetti, who was in hitting for Tommy Gill. Previously, Lucchetti had a 0 batting average in 6 games played.
Now he doesn't.
That will change. With a stand-up RBI triple. Brings up the bat Darian Thompson. That pitch is in there for a strike. Count is 1-1. Runner on third. The game is now tied at 4 in the top of the 7th with 2 outs.
You know, I don't really believe in superstitions like that. I know every player is different and they do the socks thing and the glove thing, but I think I'm starting to believe in superstitions because the 7th inning has just been horrible for the Falcons. Not just this game, not just the game before, but in almost every single game. I mean, every single game that they've lost, it's been horrible and just because of the 7th inning.
As that pitch is fouled back, count is 1-2.
You think we can?
3-1, 3-2. I got lost.
I believe
everything is different.
It's different, and my card is different because I haven't been doing anything.
Okay, 3-1 is the count, I think, to Darian. The pitch in there low. I believe that's ball 3.
Now it's 3-1. No, it's just 4-1, but that's impossible. The 7th inning's just a mess all around.
It is. It definitely
But we're trying and we're here. And so is Pearsall on the mound. And here's the pitch.
And that's fouled off down the left side of the field.
Taking a look into the Falcons bullpen, there is someone getting warmed up. My glasses aren't that strong, so I can't really see. But someone's there.
Oh, I know that pitching. Let me take a look here. No, I can't see. 34 is Keegan Wallen.
Yeah, there you go.
And that is hit right up the middle. The 49ers take the lead here in the top of the 7th, 5-4. Great piece of hitting by Darian Thompson. However many balls or strikes he had in that at bat, he was able to make it work.
And like we said, that was his first hit of the season, and it was a triple, and now he scored on that hit, and now what was a 4-0 lead is now a 5-4 lead for the 49ers.
Yeah, Nick Lucchetti, that was his first hit of the season, was a triple, and he was able to get around to score on the single hit by Darian Thompson right up the middle. That brings to the plate Travis Andrews. And that's a shot into left field down the line. This may score Darian from first, and he's being waved around. Oh, and the ball squeezed out of play under the fence.
Ground rule double right there.
Ground rule double for Andrews, and that's going to hold up Darian Thompson at third.
You know, looking at the 49ers bench, though, I love how kiddish they are. After every hit, after every RBI, they're almost on the field like a Little League home run and celebrating with their team. You kind of have to appreciate that. I mean, obviously not for the Falcons right now, but...
Cody Gregory lifted his arms to show that something happened down the left field line with that hit. The umpire is going back. Looks like the ball is behind the batting cage for batting practice as the umpire makes his way back into the field. And it'll be ruled a ground rule double for Andrews. So Darian Thompson will be held up at third. And another mound visit to go talk to Tyler Pearsall.
They definitely caught a break there with that being a ground rule double. Had that not been, that would have been an inside the park home run, I believe. The speed, he was already dishing around first base, heading to second, almost trying to go to third, but for the Falcons, it was a break because it was a ground rule double. And it looks like we are getting a pitching change, so not a great outing for Tyler Pearsall. And now we have Keegan Wallen.
Oh, yep, Keegan Wallen, right-handed pitcher, freshman for the Falcons.
Yeah, he has a 14.29 ERA. He has, 5 innings under his belt, and in those five innings, he has given up 6 hits, 9 earned runs, 4 walks, and only 7 strikeouts. So he's looking to calm the 49ers bats down right now and kind of just not even take the momentum back, but just keep it neutral at this point.
Yeah, really just want to get out of the 7th inning, this 2-out rally the 49ers are putting together. So Wallen comes in with runners at second and third. Some good speed out there. Up to bat is shortstop Weston Gaddis for the 49ers.
Yeah, and you know Pearsall, he's not happy with himself. He did go out there, he tried his best, but 49ers just came back swinging. You know, I'm really thankful that we're underneath the tent because I can feel it getting a little hot, but we're in the shade. So Cranky Sawad is still hidden.
It is getting warm out here today.
And it was, like you said earlier, it was so weird because I believe the Falcons had 2 games canceled. The Lady Falcons softball game was canceled because of rain. And then literally the first week, Monday, yesterday, it was beautiful. It was kind of hot, actually.
It's just going to get warmer. It's supposed to get warmer towards the end of the week. On Thursday, it might reach 80 degrees out here.
I don't want to hear that.
You look like you're sick. You're missing class on Thursday?
Suddenly, I have a cold. I know, I'm really excited though. Baseball season is starting this week, and then we're here at a baseball game. I just love when my life, not to sound too corny, but I love when my life is filled with just baseball. Sad with the Giants, though. You hear about Bumgarner?
Oh, my goodness.
And then
I cried. I cried in the car.
I found out in the car, too. I was coming home from work.
On Friday.
I'm listening to Marty Laurie on KMBR, and horrible.
I was listening to Damon Bruce on the game when word came out, and I almost had to pull over because I thought he was joking. And, yeah, I drove straight home.
I drove straight home.
Tears pouring.
And, you know, bad news just keeps coming. It says Mark Melanson is not 100% and reveals right-hand pitcher Julian Fernandez has an elbow sprain. And then Jeff Samardzija out.
And to make my Friday even worse was the news of Steph Curry.
Oh, is he hurt?
He tweaked his knee and ended up being a grade 2 MCL sprain.
Does that mean he's out for the season?
Nah, he's out and may miss the first round of the playoffs.
Oh.
Weston Gaddis now for the 49ers.
Bad news bears right now.
Everywhere. Keegan doesn't like the sign. Searching for a pitch. Now they're on the same page. It's a high 3/4 release for Keegan, and that pitch misses low and outside, ball 1.
I swear I'm not saying this because Chris isn't here to defend himself, but one thing I do not want to happen in the 2018 MLB season is the Yankees being good. I do not want them to be good.
Yeah, I never want the Yankees to be good, but it looks like they might be this year. And that ball hits the outside corner for a strike. Count is evened up at 1-1.
Runners on second and third. 2 outs here in the 7th. I feel like it's been 2 outs for
a couple runs now.
I was going to be dramatic and say 15 years, but yeah, a couple runs is more realistic.
Darian Thompson dancing around on third. And that pitch is fouled back. Count is now 1-2.
You know what? I got to give props to Darian Thompson because looking at him and like his build, he doesn't look like a fast guy. He doesn't look like he's going to steal or do anything like that. But that's what he did in the first inning or his first at bat. He got on base, he stole second, and then he stole third. And then right now, he's been putting pressure on the pitchers, whether it was Teddy, Tyler Pearsall, or now Keegan Wallen, just putting pressure on them.
Yeah, and he would have been in the dugout by the time Cody Gregory got to that ball in left field as fast as he was. And that pitch misses. Count is now 2-2. Yeah, I'm impressed by his speed. He could have sat down and tied his shoes by the time that ball came in.
And it must suck for him, though, because like you said, he could have scored easily, but because it was a ground rule double, you had to stay at third base.
It's a break for the Falcons. Looking to get out of this inning, only down by 1.
Is the rule that if the ball is not in play anymore, but you're past third base or past the base, you can take the base in front of you? Or am I just making that up? I might be just making that up.
Yeah, I think you'd have to go back.
Regardless, okay.
Darian was already around third. It's supposed to be the halfway point.
The halfway, there you go, okay.
But that's kind of...
Yeah, it's like, depending on the umpire, they'll give it to you or not. I just feel like maybe...
Swing for strike 3. The Falcons get out of the inning. Giving up the lead, however, the score is now 4-5 in favor of the 49ers. However, able to escape any further damage with runners on second and third. Keegan Whelan did a great job, and that'll do it for the top of the 7th. Welcome to the Solano College Sports Network. I'm Stephen Babb, here with a recap of the Lady Falcons basketball season. The ladies finished with an overall record of 18-11 and 12-4 in Bay Valley Conference play, while posting an impressive 10-1 record at home. Although they won't be raising a banner for the 2017-18 season, that doesn't mean the year was without bright spots and accomplishments. I recently caught up with the team's head coach, Matt Borchert, and this is what he had to say about the season and the way it ended.
You know, to have 2 academic all-state players, 2 all-conference players, to, you know, obviously, you know, go over 500, be 18-11, to win a playoff game, you know, and then to battle the #1 team in the North, to a really, really close, you know, legitimate close game. At the end, you know, when you're supposed to be your best, you know, that was definitely fulfilling.
Coach Matt, of course, was referring to sophomores R.J. Johnson and Lizzie Rourke. The Lady Falcons finished 3rd in the conference and made it to the 2nd round of the state playoffs. That will do it for this Lady Falcons basketball recap of the 2017-18 season. For the Solano College Sports Network, I'm Stephen Babb. Jared Denning here to lead off the bottom of the 7th for your Falcons. Denning has walked, he has singled, and he has flied out. First pitch strike in there.
I feel like you could definitely expect the Falcons to be way more aggressive in this inning.
Looks like we've got a new pitcher also for the 49ers, number 19, Tyler Minton. Off to a good start here. Ahead in the count, 0-2 to Jared Denning.
Yeah, Minton has a 3.71 ERA. He has 17 innings under his belt, so that's a good size for him.
And a close pitch there, take by Denning for the first ball.
In those 17 innings, he's given up 18 hits, 10 runs, only 7 of them earned, however, with a 5-14 walk-to-strikeout ratio. So that's pretty good.
Absolutely. That pitch there misses to even the count at 2. It's a good eye by Denning.
However, players against him have been hitting 273.
And that breaking ball in there, 4-call strike 3.
And 273 isn't horrible or anything, but it still gives leverage to the hitters.
Up to the plate.
That's going to bring up Nate Gutierrez.
Number 11.
He's 1 for 2 on the day.
Gutierrez.
Falcons looking to get the lead back here in the bottom half of the 7th, and that pitch is fouled back out of play. 0-1.
Gutierrez is 1 for 3 with a ground out and a strikeout under his belt today. You can see from that angle, the shadows are starting to come in.
That check swing. Oh, first base umpire says he did hold up to avoid that strike call. Count is now 1-1.
Kind of wish you had a third base umpire to get the better look.
Yeah, and that time he did not hold up, according to home plate umpire, for the second strike. Count is now 1-2. Yeah, he definitely went around on that one.
Yeah.
The pitch. Just off the corner to even the count at 2.
Nothing funnier. It was years ago. Pablo was at bat, and he checked his swing, or so he thought, but the umpire called him out, and he was so livid. But then you look at the replay, and it was such an obvious swing.
And strike 3 call for the second strikeout of the inning for Tyler Minton. That's going to bring up to the plate Kyle Krebs.
Up to the plate.
But the moral of the story is, if you sell it good enough, maybe you can get the umpire to, because they don't see the replay. I mean, they can see it on the scoreboard, but we're talking about college right now. So maybe if he sells it, like, I didn't go. Maybe you didn't go.
And I think it was a makeup call on that next check swing for a strike.
Yeah.
Because he didn't go around on that one, but got called for it. And Krebs checks his swing on that one, or doesn't.
Or does not. Krebs has 2 walks today.
And that pitch is in there for a strike. Minton is dealing right now for the 49ers, looking for a quick 3-up, 3-out inning. And that pitch misses low.
Yeah, Kyle Krebs, though, this season has been just tremendous. Really, really proud in the sense of how far he's come. He wasn't usually the pinch hitter, but he didn't really get starting time. And then when he did, just absolutely amazing. And his defense has improved significantly as well, too. We'll never get over his Superman play in the outfield that he did a few games ago.
That ball gets away from Andrew Schnitzis. Count is now 2-2 to Kyle. Minton looks in for the sign, sets the pitch, and that's fouled down the right field line to stay alive.
Sounded good, though.
It did. Sounded really good.
If you close your eyes, you would have thought that would have been maybe a home run. But
looks like he caught that one off the end of the bat, a little stinger. Krebs readjusts his batting gloves, steps back in.
Major props to the players that don't wear gloves, because like you said, that was a stinger.
And that is in there for a third call strike. So 3 up and 3 down, 3 strikeouts, 3 strikeout calls for the pitcher Tyler Minton. That's going to do it for the 7th inning. Due up in the top of the 8th for the 49ers will be Daniel Hale, Mike Schoenberger, and Gage Sorensen.
Hello, I'm Nikki Requeijo with the Solano College Update. During the Community College Forensics Association competition in Sacramento, where over 40 community college attend, Solano Community College won 11 combined awards and placed 3rd overall in open competition. Solano Community College defeated the former national and state champs, Mount Sac, Diablo Valley College, and LA Valley, when Ricky Lane won the gold medal at individual public debate, and when she and her partner, Andrew Brown, took the silver medal at team debate. However, our Forensic Falcons didn't stop there. Moa Spezia also brought home a silver medal after competing at the informative speech platform. So let's keep rooting for our Forensics Falcons and wish them success at Nationals in Daytona Beach, Florida this April 9th, 2018. I'm Nikki Requeijo, and this was your Solano College Update.
We're back in the top of the 8th inning. Daniel Hale started leading off for the 49ers. Keegan Whalen stays in pitching for the Falcons. 49ers lead 5-4 as the game winds down. First pitch swung on, a shot to Roberto Diaz, deep in the hole, throws to first in time for the out. Great play by Roberto Diaz.
I'm not sure if that was Roberto Diaz or I was going to say Manny Machado. Oh, that is, yeah, Manny Machado. There you go. I forgot that he went back to shortstop. So is that Roberto Diaz or Manny Machado? Who knows? That was a fantastic play.
Yeah, it was. Made it look easy, too. He'll get my gold glove for the day. Brings up Mike Schoenberger for the 49ers. First pitch in there for a strike.
I'm kind of sad because I haven't been doing player comps lately. But since the league started, I'll bounce back. Don't worry. To all my listeners out there.
0-1. Keegan The windup. Ooh, breaking ball in there. Just misses the inside corner. He had everybody fooled on that.
I was
nice
fooled.
Curveball.
That looked like it was going to hit right in between the 1 and 7, and then broke.
Yeah, it was a slow, far-breaking curve. It's deceptive because of the high three-quarter pitch of Keegan. That pitch misses outside. High three-quarter release. There we go. That's what I was looking for. High three-quarter release.
I didn't know where you were going with that, but I was going to let you find it, and you found it.
There we go. It's getting warm out here underneath.
I know.
Underneath this awning.
Some people get cranky. Some people get delusional. And you're the latter.
Complacent, delusional, tired. 2 and 1's the count. Excuse me, 3 and 1 is the count.
There you go.
There we go.
It's funny because Bay Area people really like trip off 70-degree weather thinking it's like 90. And right now I know I'm freaking out thinking 80 degrees on Thursday. No, siree.
And that pitch is fouled back. It's now a full count to Mike Schoenberger. Yeah, it hailed at my house on Sunday. So it's only Tuesday. It's a quite a big swing in
Wait, where do you live in Fairfield?
I live in Vallejo.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it was. I had to go to a field trip for my geography class, and we're coming back from the San Francisco area, and Vallejo was raining, and then you go into Fairfield.
It was sunny.
It was sunny.
Yeah. And that is a shot into the right center gap. It's going to drop. Schoenberger's making his way around second. The throw's cut off by Diaz, and it'll be a stand-up triple for Mike Schoenberger here in the top of the 8th inning with 1 out.
Yeah, again, that just split the outfielders between Verrett and Krebs, and they both charged at the ball, and Krebs got to it, and like you said, was cut off by Roberto Diaz. But Schoenberger just dealing over there, exactly.
He ran out of his shin guard, actually.
Did he really?
Fell off right before second base. So that's going to bring up Gage Sorensen with a runner in scoring position at third base. With only 1 out here, top of the 8th. 49ers still lead 5-4, looking to add to that lead here. The pitch down low, misses for ball 1.
Yeah, Sorensen's having a great game too, 2 for 3 with a double, a single, and an RBI underneath his belt today. Again, this game coming into the 7th inning was 4-1, and now it's 5-4.
Oh, scoring around to bunt, but foul. That would have been a great squeeze there by Sorensen, as Schoenberger was running on contact from third base and would have probably scored pretty easily on that squeeze play. Getting creative here by the 49ers. Kind of goes to show, even though that they've got a 1-run lead, it's, nothing's safe here at Yarborough Stadium in Fairfield.
Yeah, we were talking about the 3-run lead. That wasn't safe.
Pitch in there for a called strike, 1 and 2. Keegan gets set. The pitch just misses outside corner to even the count, 2 and 2.
Yeah, now earlier in the game, he kind of had a more of a fast kind of pace when he was on the mound. And then Pearsall, from what we saw in that half inning, he was relatively fast working, and Wallen is the opposite. He takes his time.
Yeah, he does. And that breaking ball is popped up into shallow left field. Charging in is Kyle Krebs. Does not make the play. The infield was in on the grass, preparing for a bunt. And I kind of think if they would have been playing at normal depth, that would have been caught by Aaron Corral. But that's just is too far of a distance for him to run, and too much ground to cover for Kyle Krebs on that blooper single.
Yeah, it looked like the Bermuda Triangle, the triangle of death. No one was going to get to it. Krebs got to it, just didn't catch it.
Yeah, Sorensen does, however, get the RBI as Schoenberger scores from third, making it a 6-4 ball game as Andrew Schnitzes steps in against Whalen. Checks over to first. So 1 on and 1 out here in top of the 8th for Aaron Schnitzes. Oh, and the runner's caught down in a pickle and is tagged out. Tagged out by the pitcher, Keegan Whalen. So Gage Sorensen got picked off, caught in a rundown, and is put out.
I believe that he was out of the base path, or whatever you call it, and I didn't see the tag. But nonetheless, he's out. So 2 outs now. 6-4, Yuba leads Solano. And Wallen looking to end the inning.
Yeah, the umpire sticks with his call. So now there is 2 down. Andrew steps back into the box here.
You see Yuba excited.
Keegan looks in. The pitch. Outside, ball 1. Yeah, Yuba's up on the fence. Trying to keep this momentum going in their favor. Two 2-0 is the count. Checks up. Yes, according to the first base umpire. So that's 3 balls, no strikes.
You see now that it's a right-hand hitter, and first base or the umpire's at first base, that's when you have to check down. But if it was any other way, I feel like it's just weird because you can't really tell. You know what I mean?
And that pitch is fouled off the end of the bat, not taking it 3-0 count. Now 3-1. Whalen looking to end this inning here. Oh, swing and popped up to center field, shallow center. Verrett is in and makes the play to end the inning. So the Falcons are behind 6-4, and due up in the bottom of the 8th inning will be Purpleinski, Chenart, and Verrett.
Hi, this is Tyron Salampa. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
And we're back here in the bottom of the 8th. Bryce Purpleinski steps into the box. Looks like it is still Tyler Minton out there pitching for the 49ers as he delivers. First pitch ball in the dirt. 1-0. And that pitch is in there for strike one. Even the count, 1-1.
I'm proud of you for still keeping score. I gave up around the 5th inning.
I mean, I'm kind of keeping score. It doesn't really make much sense except to me.
Okay.
That pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. I'm trying to keep with it.
I catch myself more watching instead of actually doing the scoreboard, the scorebook. So then when I look down and try to see what he did in previous at-bat, it doesn't make sense because his last at-bat would have been the 2nd inning, but we're in the 8th. You know what I mean?
I'm the same way. Because I'd rather just watch and go, but, I got to try to learn this.
I got to try to learn. I love keeping score, though.
Breaking pitch is fouled off. Count stays 2-2.
Shout out to the Solano dugout because none of them flinched, and that came whizzing by them. Jorge Chenar, Roberto Diaz, none of them. So,
whatever. That ball is hit softly to the shortstop, Gaddis, and makes the out at first. Great play again from Weston Gaddis. He's got a great arm there at short.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of took his time for the 2.5 seconds, and then he saw where the ball was going, and then picked it up, and then got Purpleinski out.
Yeah, I think he thought it was hit maybe a little sharper than what it was. Bryce didn't get much of the barrel on the bat. Brings up Jorge Chenart. No, excuse me. Yes, Jorge Chenart.
The heat is making you doubt yourself.
Yeah, it is. The first pitch misses for a ball.
It's sometimes if I forget or I'm not sure who's up, if I hear the music, it reminds me.
1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1.
And I love Chenar, Verrett, and Diaz's music. It's like reggaeton.
It does liven it up a bit.
It really does.
That pitch is high. Ball 2.
0 for 3 on the night.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
You being a huge Giants fan, I'm surprised I haven't heard grab some pine meat.
Yeah, that swing and a miss.
Swing, yeah.
I just got that from
Quipe.
Yeah, Dwayne Kuiper. And that ball is hit again to the shortstop. Gaddis makes the throw over to first. And again, puts him away.
He makes it look so effortlessly. Everything he does, the way he gets the ball and then his jump off the back of his foot, everything just perfect.
Now batting, center fielder, number 3, Isaiah Verrett.
And he's not a very tall or big guy out there at shortstop, and he covers a lot of ground. He's really quick and makes great throws over to first. Now Isaiah Verrett steps in. A pitch from Minton. A swing and a miss. Yeah, I try not to channel my inner Kruk and Kuip too much.
You try not to?
And try to I don't want to, copy their style and say what they say. But I have been listening a lot. And also to the A's broadcast since it is a Bay Bridge series.
And his brother.
Dwayne and
Glenn.
Glenn, yes. They're great.
Oh my God, they're fantastic. And they have their own thing, which is really cool. Because they grew up, playing and doing baseball together. So you kind of think they might have similar stuff, but they don't.
Yeah, they're great.
I don't really try to copy anyone, but I kind of want to be fun in a sense, like Matt Vasgersian. He keeps it kind of live when he's doing his broadcasts.
I would like to get to a place where I could be like Kruko, as that is hit right at third baseman Crichton Gaspar to end the inning. The Falcons still trail 6-4. The 49ers due up in ninth.
Hi, my name is Andy Chase on the Solano College Sports Network, here to give you a quick 49ers offseason update. First and foremost, it starts with the signing of quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo for 5 years, $137.5 million, making $27.5 million per year. The 49ers think they found their quarterback, and so do I. Next is signing of former rival cornerback Richard Sherman to 3 years, $27 million, with $7 million guaranteed this year if he stays healthy and plays well. I think that is a great veteran add to the team. And finally, the 49ers addressed the running back situation in a surprising move, signing Jerick McKinnon to 4 years, $30 million with $15 million guaranteed. I am Andy Chase. This was a quick 49ers offseason update. Now back to the game.
It's the top of the 9th inning here in Fairfield at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. Your Falcons trail 6-4. Stepping in is number 13, Aiden Gums, for the Yuba 49ers. We have a new pitcher out there on the mound for the Falcons. Nathan Gutierrez moving over from first to the mound. His first pitch misses high, ball 1.
Yeah, Gutierrez usually either pitches or plays first base. So in certain situations, when you see him on first base, you typically will see him later on in the game on the mound, or vice versa.
And that pitch misses high and tight for ball 2. Who is that at first?
I'm going to say that's Connor Caparelli.
Okay.
I can just tell because how tall he is.
The high socks is that pitch.
Yeah, that gives away,
there.
yeah.
That pitch sneaks in there for a strike. The count is now 2-1.
I asked him how tall he was once. I don't want to lie, but he said something over 6, and I was just, it was like, that's really tall. That's all I had to say. That's really tall.
A swing and a miss.
Because
Count is now 2-2.
When we're watching a game, even like on TV or in person, they look big, but whatever. But when you're standing like next to them, it's a whole different story.
The pitch, swing, and a miss. Strike out for Nate Gutierrez.
It's a good start for Gutierrez.
Now up to bat. Somebody. This is the third batter in this position. It is Nick Lucchetti.
No, it's somebody.
Stepping in for the
now pitch
49ers.
hitting, no name.
High heat in there, just misses high. Ball 1.
Honestly, usually in the 8th, 9th inning, that's when you expect like all the pinch hitters.
Yeah. Somebody hitting somewhere for somebody, swing and a miss, strike.
Yeah, 6-4 lead Yuba over Solano. The game definitely turned around in the 4th inning. Not the 4th inning, excuse me, the 7th inning. Gutierrez looking to just keep it as is and give the Falcons a chance to come back.
There you go. Oh, squaring around for bunt. That pitch misses high. Count is now 2-1 to Nick Lucchetti, who hit a stand-up triple for his first hit of the season back in the 7th inning. And that pitch misses low.
And it was his first hit of the season, too. It's not too bad.
It was. The count is 3-1. Gutierrez in with the pitch, and it is a walk for Nick Lucchetti. Coming up, Darian Thompson singled his last at-bat and came in to score with some really quick speed out there on the base paths.
The biggest takeaway, whether Yuba wins or loses, has to be Darian Thompson, just because of like what you said. When you look at him, he doesn't look like a guy that's going to even put pressure on a pitcher when it comes to stealing or being on the base paths, but that's exactly what he's been doing the entire game, whether it was with Teddy or Tyler Pearsall. And he's just been phenomenal today. And it's been fun to watch him, too, just dance around on the bases and get those solid, clean hits. He's been definitely the MVP, in my opinion, for Yuba today.
As he falls behind in the count 0-2.
That's usually what happens. I praise the guy, and then they, like, strike out or something. So maybe that's what I should start doing when I watch games that I don't want a team to win. Just say nice things.
And he is struck out on 3 straight pitches from Gutierrez.
Did Gutierrez do that, or did I do that?
Yeah, you know, I'm going to give you half credit on that, Kay.
Thank you. I'm going to update my stats later.
Travis Andrews steps in for the 49ers. Looking to keep the inning alive for Yuba. Pitch misses high. Ball 1.
You know what? Just great job so far with getting the 2 outs for Gutierrez because, like we said, he was playing first base earlier. And it's not an easy transition to go from being, as he checks that foul, from being a position player, you know, just waiting for the ball, not really doing much, to going on the mound and, like, having the game on your hands, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's, you know, you don't come in fresh. You kind of, you know,
Exactly.
come in tired. You've been hitting and fielding all day. It can't be easy. So Luchetti out there, base runner at first, is getting a nice sizable lead, and he takes off and goes. The throw down to second from Denning is mishandled by Corral. Ball squirts out into center field.
Yeah, it looked like it hit the tip of his glove and just went up. Diaz was backing him up, but it just went past him too.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to swipe down for the tag before he had the ball and just mistimed it.
Again, thinking next play before the play that's actually happening.
Yeah, trying to think a little too quick ahead. So the runner advances to second base on that stolen bag. It's a good throw by Denning.
Mm-hmm. He's been making great throws, just not really connecting on all cylinders with his second and shortstop.
Runner goes down to third. Strike out for third call strike to end the inning. No more runs put up by Yuba. However, the Falcons still trail 4-6, and the bottom of the 9th will be up next. Roberto Diaz here to lead off in the bottom of the 9th inning for the Solano Falcons. like we have a new pitcher for the 49ers as Diaz gets hit on the first pitch, making his way down to first. The new pitcher is Justin Smith for the 49ers.
Yeah, he got hit. I want to say I didn't really see. I was looking at the screen. I didn't get to see where he got hit, but it looked like on his back. Or I might be lying. I might be just making everything up at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. He's stretching out his legs over there at first.
Well, he got hit for a fact. So that's all we know.
He did get hit by a pitch.
So now he's safe at first, taking a big lead. But he has a speed, and he, I would assume, would like to be considered a base stealer.
Now up, Aaron Corral. Now a 1-1 count.
Corral 1 for 3 with a strikeout, a ground out, hit by a pitch, and of course, the 2-run home run.
Nice lead by Diaz at first.
Home plate umpire said he went around.
Yeah.
I guess.
Strike 2.
I guess the home plate is bigger than I thought.
Is always right. So 1 and 2 is the count. And swing and a miss for the strikeout by Aaron Corral.
Now we have pinch hitter Justin Brown now stepping up to the plate for Cody Gregory.
36, Justin Brown.
Trying to do some damage here. Been on the bench all game. Hopefully he's fresh. Snap throw to first. Diaz is back safely. A little scary for a second. Justin Brown, sophomore, 6'1", 215 pounds. Just a big guy.
He is. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
He's 11 for 45. He has, 11 RBIs, 9 walks, 9 strikeouts. He's hitting 244 on the season. He scored 10 runs.
Yeah, looking to get some magic going here for the Falcons in the bottom 9th. And that ball is chopped to shortstop. Makes his only play over at first for the out. Another great play by Weston Gaddis. As Roberto Diaz advances to second on the hit.
There's someone that finishes like him.
21.
There's someone in the majors that finishes like Justin Brown, and I can't put a name on it. I don't know who. It's so familiar.
He's a Gold Glove shortstop, and he plays for the San Francisco Giants, and his name's Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford doesn't finish like that.
Yeah, he does. You see his arm? And Brandon Crawford's not a tall shortstop.
No, I'm talking about Justin Brown.
Oh, Justin Brown.
Yeah. I was like, that is definitely not Crawford.
How did he finish?
It was...
Oh, his follow-through on his swing.
No, yeah, his follow-through.
Got you. See, I was talking about the shortstop and the great play he just made.
Okay, well, I'm so sorry. I'll be specific next time. Anyway.
And that is fouled back by Jared Denning.
Someone that has the swing and the kind of finish. I don't know. It's going to bother me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I didn't even see it.
I'll just mimic it for my brother because he's like the batting stance guy. He knows he can do anyone. It's so cool. I can do, I don't know who I can do actually.
Pitch is in the dirt. To Denning. 2-1 is the count.
Anthony Rizzo. I can do Anthony Rizzo. That's it. Because you know how he just does that? He just puts the bat in front of him.
Here's the pitch. In low to Denning. Count is now 3-1. It's a huge lead by Diaz out there at second. That last pitch.
You know, sometimes I forget they can't see us. So I'll be talking thinking that they can see us like you can see me.
Outside for ball 4. Denning makes his way down to first. That'll bring up Nate Gutierrez.
Now batting, number 11.
We have
Nate
another coach
Gutierrez.
in the stands, obviously.
Oh, here comes Skipper. Looks like he might be making a pinch runner for Jarrett Denning. Looks like it's number 4, Nick Dodson, going out to run for Denning at first.
Man, that's just some disrespect. Denning is fast.
Sneaky fast. But not as fast as Dodson. And when you're down by 2,
No, yeah.
2 out, bottom 9th.
It's just
your
a joke.
Pitcher, first baseman, Nate Gutierrez.
Listen, I put my trust into Salampa. Anything he does, I'm behind.
In Salampa, we trust.
I'll make a t-shirt.
The pitch. Ooh, gets the outside corner. Strike 1. See if we can keep a rally going here at the bottom of the 9th. Pitch taken low for a ball. Counts 1-1. Justin Smith pitching for Yuba. Looks in, gets set. Misses outside with that one, just off the outside corner. Counts 2-1.
Definitely a hitter's strike right there, or a hitter's pitch, excuse me.
Yeah, looked like it was in the same place strike 1 was.
It's always usually like that, too. The previous pitch is always different than the next one, but it's in the same spot.
And that one is definitely outside. Brings the count to 3-1. 2 outs, bottom 9. The 49ers lead the Falcons 4-6. 2 on. Nate Gutierrez, who finished pitching for the Falcons in the top of the 9th, here hitting in bottom of the 9th, and takes ball 4 to load the bases with 2 outs for Kyle Krebs.
Good at bat right there. You don't want to just swing on anything and strike out or pop up or make an out basically and end the game. Just get on and have trust in your teammates to do the same thing and just get on.
See what Krebs can do here. This is the kind of situation you dream about when you're a kid. When you're down, bases loaded, bottom 9th, 2 outs.
You know, I never dreamed like that. That's too much pressure for me.
Oh, that's the best.
I'm a second inning, 1 out, no one on.
Maybe I bunt.
Put me in. Maybe I bunt. I get on safely.
Let's go, Krebs. That's what they're calling out in the stands and in the dugout. So he takes that pitch for a strike. The count is now 1-1. Runners taking some healthy leads out there on the bases. Looking to go on contact. And that ball is low for a ball. Counts 2-1.
I hate moments like this. I get so nervous regardless if I'm a part of it or not. If I watch movies or listen to music, not listen to music, but watch movies or shows and it's suspenseful, I get so nervous and anxious.
Ooh, and that pitch is in there for a called strike. Evens the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, down by 2. Everybody rub the bills of your cap.
Deuce is wild.
They're in the bottom of the 9th. Krebs steps in. Oh, and then calls time, steps out.
I don't have a hat, but I still want to be a part of whatever's going on.
Smith stares down Kyle. The pitch. Breaking ball fouled off down the right field line, charging back and out of play. Krebs stays alive, as do the Falcons here on the bottom of the 9th. Krebs checking with the home plate umpire to make sure that pitch that he fouled off was a strike. Smith sets the pitch. Oh, fouled back. keeping the hopes of the Falcons alive. Comes down to this for the Solano Falcons.
Are you shaking in your boots? Because I sure am.
I'm wearing Jordans.
Okay, my bad. Dang.
The breaking ball misses high. Now the count is full, 3-2. Just like I mentioned before, I'm sure Krebs, as a kid in his backyard, playing with friends, steps in, down by 2, bases loaded.
Everyone's doing the arrow, so I guess we have to do it.
I don't think anybody can quite see it, but is that a falcon flying in center field? Is that a sign?
It's a good omen. Okay. Everyone's doing the arrow thing, so I'm...
And that pitch is fouled back. As looks like Brown, the pinch runner out there at second was almost at third by the time that ball was fouled back.
Everyone's getting their arrows. We're about to shoot it.
Swing and a miss to end the game on a strikeout. So the Yuba 49ers take the win, their first win in conference play by a score of 6-4. Falcons now drop to 3-6 in They are 3-3 in conference play.
Yeah, my biggest takeaway from the game is what I was saying in the 7th inning is the 7th inning. I'm not sure what happens, but it feels like when they have the lead or they're close to obtaining the lead, when they go into the 7th inning, it just blows up, and it's just pitching too. They threw Pearsall in, who, like I said, coming into the game, he's only had 3 innings underneath his belt. Wasn't really as crisp as he wanted to be or as how we used to see him. So just overall, it was a great outing for Natter, but when it came to the bullpen, besides Wallen, it didn't really hold on.
And let's not forget Aaron Corral and Bryce Purpleinski, both with 2-run shots into left field. Purpleinski hitting it over the Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium scoreboard. And that will do it for us here in Fairfield for your Solano Falcons and Solano College Sports Network. I'm Stephen Babb along with Sowad Bolazi.